Alas, welcome back everybody. I hope you've all had a very good weekend or refreshed and ready to tackle tier 9 as we go. Well, we're trying to stay up as well as finish mid-table and possibly, go as far as we can. And I think we will be able to do it though, I must admit. I think we're in a very, very good position though, to be fair. Let's just have a look what I'm doing actually here. There we go. So, tier 9 we're in at the moment. We're lying 8th in the table. We've just come on the back of a couple of tough draws though, to be perfectly honest. And our form has rather slipped somewhat. We haven't had a win in the league for 1, 2, 5 games now. Drawn 3, lost 2. Which isn't the best. And it's not the sort of form we really want. We didn't start off very well. We did have a couple of run of games there. We're getting the odd wins now and again, which is good to see. But our home game against League is what is asked of us today. They are 19th in the table. And I'm hoping we can pull off a victory. Whether it being a shock victory or not, I don't know. So let's move along and let's just have a look at just how well we will do this team. So there's 2 formations. I'm not quite sure which one to use. So if we just both have a look at we have a look at both of them. So this is the formation we have been using, and to be perfectly honest, it's not been that bad. To be fair, Sandy Marshall is not getting a run of games in. So do we continue with this one? This is where we'll be getting the majority of the results from, and a lot of the players that seem very happy with it. Apart from Marshall, who's not getting any game time at all. Miller's absolutely knackered, but then again we have just finished. And there's that one, and then there's that one. That one I'm more inclined to use. Or an untested partnership. Alright, okay. I thought that meant they were quite good, so have a fairly decent partner. I thought that's what that meant, but apparently not. But there's that one, or there's that one. That one we haven't. Well, we could potentially use, but I want to be established before we start using that because that's more of an attacking approach. Well, to be honest, this is a more attacking approach as well, but we're piling everybody forward, so it's a possibility we may use this one. I would like to think. Well, we'll see what happens. I mean, we're going to move along. We're a couple of days behind, and we just want to get to match day, and hopefully most of our players will be fit. The players that are in the team at the moment are physically our first team, so we want to use them. Really, they're used to each other, so why not? Home game against League, line 19th. You'd expect this one to be a formality victory. Being at home, 4-2-4, could that work for us? I know we haven't really been using it. But I would like to say that we can use this one. We should be adaptable to either one of these 2 formations. I think I may want to bring Alex Curran back a bit and sit as a DLP maybe. He's not been getting involved in the games much. But who do we put in that position instead? Corcoran rejects Cleethorpes. So I'm glad to hear it. We're not going to put him in the why? Could be use. He's not any use to me at the minute. We've got 2 strikers which we're not using. Power drops like a football. Scout meeting. What have you got to scout about, really? There's a Jack Powell in there. Peter Riley. Seek advice. I mean, that's what he wants us to play. McNally at right wing back. Really? Probably not. Focus play down the right. I suppose we could do, but I'm going to leave it. I want it to go either side, I think. We're just waiting for the game to load. We're lying in 8th position, so we're not doing too bad. So do we keep this formation? Now, I think I said previously that if we lose 2 on the bounce, then we will change formation. But I feel like I need a change now because Well, then again, we're not doing 4-2-4. I mean, is this the formation we are using? Yeah, they kind of like that formation, don't they? Maybe we need to use that formation. If we lose against the bottom club, then we should be changing it, I feel. We can't be losing to the bottom of the table, really. See, it doesn't suit everybody. We've got a McManus in there. A Cole. Miller's at centre-back. Gambling's playing there. So maybe we ought to be using Gambling in our centre-back role as well. I mean, our formation is poor, but they're woeful, apparently. 4 losses in the last 5 games. We've lost 2, but drawn 3. A win would take us a bit closer to Padiham. I'm just not so sure I'm feeling this at all. Should we have our wingers attacking? If everybody else is attacking, why are they not attacking? Have we got a... are they overlapping? I thought we had... Maybe should we have our wing backs on overlap? Maybe we might do that. We'll see. We'll see if that helps at all. Powell is going to be in goal on sweeper striker, but I'm going to have him as a defensive goalkeeper. Just keep your just keep it going, will you? At the back, just keep them out. Right, okay. I think we're going to go with this formation. I was tempted to use the other formation, but the more and more I see it. Let's have a look at the an analyst report. Oh, what's this? I've not seen this before. So, left hand side. That's the lineup for what's that mean? Focus of attacks down the left hand side. So we should be strong on the right then maybe. Length of passes to the play. All sorts really. Go sideways more often than not. What's the stat pack? Okay, this is what we want to see. Player stats then. There's Kokorin 15 goals and 24. And Bot has got 720. Assist. Kokorin's got 26. Same with their fellows. 1 game more. Shots. Kokorin 160 there, 34. But his goal ratio is not that great either, is it? Shots on target. Half of his shots are on target. But this Bot guy, 25 shots on target out from 34. So that's not bad at all. So, what's this? Is this us? So we're in the 9. Counties League. Okay. They were up here actually. Is that where we are? Yeah, this is the same division we're in now. So they did get up to 5th. But these guys, they were in the tier 7. And then suddenly they've just dropped, haven't they? And they're spiralling down. Right, win when conceding first. We've won 4, they haven't won 1. When scoring first, they've gone on to win. So we've got to make sure they do not... score first, but they have lost 13 games when scoring first, conceding first. Okay, that's what we need to take care of then, isn't it? Right, okay, back to the squad. This is the side we're going with. I still want to use the 4-2-4, but we're going to wing it. We're going to go with that. Miller can come off, and have we got anybody else? Gilchrist can come in there instead. Oh, he's got a partnership with Macaulay though. Let's submit this team. Now then, before I change my mind and put him back, as it's a home game against League Town, hopefully we can start the day off with a victory. Straight into the changing rooms, bit of a morale boost. Okay, some of them were getting it. Oh, another one. He looked happy. Oh, they look motivated now as well. And that is about it. A couple of defenders not really bothered about it at all, but as we're lining up. Now, it's a game, really. If we win this, we're closer to the 40 points tally. And I'm not sure what's happened to the pitch there. But there we go. Landers saves it for League Town as he pumps it up forward. And Fellows is on goal already. That wasn't in the books. 3 minutes in? Seriously? This is what's happening? What happened there? We're on the square. Is this our home ground? Seems very, very square. It's just a punt up front. And they've gone on to win a lot more games when scoring first. As that's pretty standard easy goal. What's happened? I'm at a loss here. We've dropped right back down to 11th. Leak off the bottom. We just want to distance ourselves away from them if we can. Lonsdale to Corcoran. It's not the ball we were after, was it? Hopefully he's going to mess it into the goalkeeper's under pressure. Punts it up. Strachan has it as they come away yet again. We'll get that mouse off, the cursor off the screen because it looks like a big football. We do get a block in. Rowley comes away. Puts it up to Corcoran, who's got a good run on him. He's probably missing his partner Marshall, but that's a good ball into Curran. To Rowley. Back over to Corcoran. There's nobody in the box as Lonsdale takes the rebound. Ball in there. And it's 1-1. Howes with his 7th goal of the season. That is beautifully played. And the fact that we managed to get ourselves back in the game is just a testament how good these players really are. And I just think sometimes, I mean, that was fortunate that we got the cannon the right way, but it's a good crossing. It's a very, very good leap and a very, very good header as well. I just think with one up front, it is kind of difficult. Maybe Corcoran should be playing on the left-hand side and we'll put Marshall up front. Maybe that is something I am going to look at. Macaulay with a corner. We still get a Curran off the post. They clear it. And we are banging a few shots in there now. Percentage-wise, possession, we are 61. So, and it's just gone a bit higher as well. And that's a very, very good stop by Powell. The fact that they still managed to get a shot in there, as that's another good save, another corner. It's a half-empty ground. I'm not expecting a lot of people there. Probably about 80 people, maybe. I'm going to call it, say 80 people. That's a good header back to him. That's a good header out, and we get a bit further away as the ball's played over the top again, but we should clear that up. "40 minutes gone, it's still 1-0. 1-1, sorry. That's it. We are going to have to do something drastically here. What is going on? Assertively say, you weren't that bad, you still improve. They like that kind of a little bit more as well. So we're attacking that. What I don't understand is we are attacking and we're not producing much. So we're having a lot of possession, but we're not producing an awful lot. I mean, that's a poor ball to give away there. Ball into the centre, good header, interception. Curran with a bad ball. We should win that. Hassel to Meadowcroft. And we're playing it rather dangerously, I feel. So ball out wide to Macaulay. Go on, son. He's been with us from the, well, say from the start. And Corcoran gets his 19th of the season. It's an easy goal, really. We'll see that close up. In fact, there are 122, not 80 odd. So I'm a bit way off there. But that's a cracking goal. And it does put us back, well, put us into the lead, not back into the lead. Again, we're pretty fortunate with the ricochet, but Corcoran is on his own up front, and he gets a goal, and we can trust him to score goals from that position, which is nice. So can we hold on now? We've gone into the lead. Gilchrist, just hold on to it, I say, as we do win it back through Macaulay, back into the centre. Howes plays it out, well, back to Hassel, who plays it out wide to Meadowcroft, and he's going in. He needs to produce something, and he has. I mean, that's a beautiful angle and a great view there on the goal. This is a sideline view, if anybody wants to know. But yeah, that's really good. I kind of enjoyed that. And Macaulay just comes in. That's his 4th goal of the season, unfortunately. Just his 4th, mind. It just seems like it should be a bit more. As it's 3-1. I am probably going to look at bringing a few subs on at some point, as we just loft the ball forward and it goes all the way back. Landers, it's wow, we could do with one more. 3 goals up, I could relax a little bit, but knowing this team, we can lose it quite a bit. Lonsdale wins it, plays it into Hassel. He's got a little bit of time. Corcoran gets to the header, wins it, and Howes does really well there as well. But Macaulay down this right hand side again, very, very dangerous. He's going to play back. He does it. He lamps one in. Corcoran. What a finish. What vision? That's what I have to say. What vision? Hi there, Coops. Started in tier 10. And that's I can't remember which league it was, but this is my 9th season. This is my 6th club, but I did start. They were in tier 10, so we managed to get up to tier 7 with the team without winning anything. But I got sacked and I started right at the bottom. But West Didsbury were in the 10th tier. Now they're in the 9th tier. And that's why, because we just concede silly goals like that. Still half an hour to go. But it's very, very difficult. Very difficult. I just I haven't won any silverware yet, apart from last season with these guys. I got the job with about 10, 15 games to go. And all we had to do was just hang on to 2nd spot to get promotion. I ended up winning the league in the end. So that's my only silverware in 9 seasons. Well, this is the 9th season now, so maybe we might... well, we got promoted. We're just trying to stay in this division for the now. But if we go up, it'll be... I won't complain. Just want to change Meadowcroft. In fact, I'm going to change it for Corcoran up there. And I'm going to bring in Marshall up front. How do you like them apples? You can go advance forward. You can go on attack because you like that. That's just one sub. Jed Jones can call in for Macaulay. You can go on attack as well. We'll see what happens there. Are you playing a game at the moment, Coops? Have you got a save on the go? Hassle with the ball now. Go on, son. Just plant it back. This is a good opportunity to get a few more goals, but 4-2, it's we have the tendency to concede silly goals as well. But Corcoran comes forward. He's going for a hat trick. Almost has it. Almost has it. As Leek Town come again. Go on, just take the ball off him. Don't let him shoot. Oh, good tackle. Good tackle as Howes pulls Marshall forward. He's in on goal. Go on, so not quite getting the goal though. He is short of confidence, Marshall is. Atherton Town in the Midlands leagues. Oh, sweet. I'm not sure where West Didsbury were. I think one of the Southern leagues, I think it was. I'm not quite sure. I'll find out for you in a second. But I'm from the Midlands. Which Midlands league is it? Actually, I'm West Midlands. Actually, I don't know. East Midlands. I'm East Midlands, I think. I really don't. Nottingham side. That's where I am. Oh, you're joking? It's not a penalty. These are bottom of the table. Why are we allowing them this? This is why this formation just does not work sometimes. I can't understand. I'm going to go a bit positive now. I don't understand what they're doing. 2 late goals we've conceded here. Unless we get one here, which would be quite good. Marshall, just plant one into the box. To nobody in particular. How's have a go? We know you can shoot. Curran, you can shoot. Jones then. But it's gone in all the same. Midland Football League. Oh, Midland Football League. Nice. I tell you what, how are you doing in it? Because I find it very difficult. I started off with Radford in... was it West Midlands? You know, I can't remember. I can't remember whether I'm East or West. I'll have a look. But we started off with Radford in one of the Midlands leagues. Can't remember which one it was though. 5-3 the result if we can... Unless we get another one. Still time, 1.5 minutes to go. Curran. Gilchrist. Go on, son. Just pass it down the line or are you going to sprint? Oh, Jed Jones. Rubbish. And Bot has it again. It's a good job we got that 5th goal though. We play it all the way back. Lamp it forward as we come away again. He's going to pass him through. He does. Curran hat trick. Off the post. Almost gets there again. East Midlands. That's the division. That's where I'm from. East Midlands. That's where I'm from. I'm not sure where I'm from even. Yeah, we did all right with Radford. I thought the initial save was to play Radford and put them right through to the Premiership, but 6 teams later, it hasn't happened like that. I got sacked after 3 seasons with them. They weren't happy. They weren't being promoted. We kept finishing second. We just couldn't beat the team that got relegated the season before. But I find it. I mean, how are you finding the division? Are you finding it? Is your team all right? Are you finding it? Are you struggling with formations, or have you got a formation that works for you? I'll show you how we did with them actually. I mean, we are dressing rooms. I'm going to say excellent effort. We win a game. We start off tonight with a win, which is always very welcome. 5-3 victory. Play 7 drews. You've drawn 6. Oh, 1-6 drew 1. Scored 25. Are you doing well? Is that really working? Does that really attacking midfielder role? See, I don't. That formation, I'd rather have them in the centre. But someone suggested me a couple of days ago to try that, just put them to the one side, and it kind of works-ish. Kokorin just moves down that way sometimes, but the players seem to like this formation. I'm not struck on it, but it works, and I think in these leagues you have to go with the flow, I guess. It is very. What's a Gaiazo? I'm sorry. I mean, I've no idea what that is. I'm assuming it's some sort of link. I've no idea whether it does or not. If it's a link, I think you can just copy the link in and I can have a look at it. But yeah, I have to apologise. I'm not sure what that is. 5-3. We score 5 goals but concede 3. Try it. I'm not sure if it does or not. I mean, I don't know if you. A lot of. Right. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does accept it. Oh, so it is the same. Both wingers on attack. Oh, wow. Okay, so it does work then. So you've got a lot of players that can play in them positions as well, which does help. Did you is this your first season with them? Because your players look like they can play all in them positions, which is quite good. Did you have them sort of players in there already, and did you just mould the formation round them? Only started last night. Well done. Have you switched it back on since? Because I find when I'm on a good run and I switch off and come back on it, I go on a worst run possible. No, you had to bring the players in. The good thing about the non-league is that you can bring any player in any time, I guess. But they do ask for silly amount of money. Where are we? 36 points. We're not doing too bad. We're still 15 points off the top. It's only 5 wins, eh? Yeah, I find I can't even get anybody in on loan either, because nobody wants to come to a team this low. I mean, if we can get up to a league or two further up, then it might be a different matter altogether. But I do find to try and bring in decent players very, very difficult. Will's been sacked. So if we just have a look at how well we've done as a club info. If we just have a look, where were we? They were in the north. Hang on, where were they? We got promoted. So they were in the Northwest Counties League Division 1 South in Tier 10. Northwest, I thought it was Southern. So I've got that all wrong. West Didsbury's up north, isn't it, I guess? See, I don't even know. Geography is not one of my strongest traits, it has to be said. We beat Leek in a thrilling encounter. How do you go through your transfer process? Do you bring him in on trial, or do you or do the trial, have a look what sort of rating they get or are given, and then decide whether you want to keep them on trial or ditch them? Or is there certain aspects you look for? Kokoran's got some goals. We're going to praise him though. Well done. I don't know if he got this hat-trick or not though, did he? It seems disappointing. There was one team we did have. We did have Leighton Athletic. And I wish we stayed with them really, in all fairness, before moving along. Because if we just have a look at my profile. Job history. So I was with Radford. Third and a second until I got sacked. But mainly go for pacing determined players. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going at the minute. So I got sacked from Radford in the East Midlands Counties League. Then we went to the Southwest Peninsula League. I think that was a tier 9, I think, or something. One of them, Leighton Athletic were a tier 9 side. Lincoln were, again, I stayed with Lincoln a fair bit, really. We had a very good season that season, and then this season I decided to leave because we weren't meeting any of our targets. We were virtually halfway through the season and we were mid-table. It looked like we were going to go in for the sack. So we moved to Baseford. Back down to a Midlands club. But they were in the Southern League Premier Central. But that was tier 7, I think it was. It was way above my pay grade. Way above my pay grade. And they were bottom at the time and I just couldn't get them anywhere. And then we went to West Didsbury. A long wait in that season though. And where we picked up the trophy. I mean, it's our first trophy. So really we have been in the top 10 apart from these two little bit of an errors. Oh, that's it. To be honest, I've always stayed away from the older players, but depends what sort of players you have in there. And I can't seem to find the right players. I really don't. I mean, my squad at the moment, well, actually, we have got a 30-year-old in. So if we go by age, Chris Holt's 33. We've got a McNally, a 31, a 30. A couple of old guys in there as well, just experience really. And then the youngsters, not many. But there's a Keith Miller. He's only 20 years old. I mean, his stats-wise look really good. But apart from that, I just find the stats is just pretty good on some of them. So if you look at Keith Miller, he is arguably probably one of our better players. Work rate and teamwork's pretty good. Determination's not the best, but his mentals-wise, it's not too bad. But he has got pace and stamina, so he can last a little bit longer than some other players. Right, let's move along. We've got a week's rest now before we play Heath something or other. Or Heather. Wow, it's an odd team to play. Heather St. John's. Is that like an ambulance place? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Again, the long wait between games. I could go on holiday, have a 4 days holiday between the games. Just let it do its business. And surprisingly, it's very sunny outside as well. Hence why the curtains are shut and there's a bit of lighting on the back. It's not the best, it has to be said. Real Madrid mate Harry's offer. Who's Harry's? We are about 9. We are 9 seasons in. What am I talking about? Of course we're 9 seasons in. It's season 9, of course. Ullman does well in West Didsbury under 18's defeat. He scored 2 goals, but they lost 5-3. Okay. with Finch scoring 2 goals. Hassel rejects, which is nice to see. And once again, do we really need any? I don't think we need anybody else there. Not unless some players coming in and they're absolutely fantastic, but we are going to have to replace. Like McNally, we're going to have to. Well, we'll end up letting him go. I think 33 years old. He's not really going to get a game. Not the way Lonsdale is playing. Derby Crawley in the FA Cup. 4th round replay, and Crawley beat Derby. Wow, that is a very, very good, good result for them. Abbey plays Skelmersdale. Oh, so that's one of their games in hand, I guess. We're in 8th position. I mean, it's a 1-1 draw again. Abbey are drawing. Well, I thought they drew a lot of games, but not really much, have they? So the same amount of games with everybody's played 25 apart from Northwich and Skelmersdale. How come they had so many games in hand? But if we can get another, I'd say another couple of wins. I mean, we've got 13 games remaining. We just need to get to 40 points and be more than happy. We are 11 points clear of the relegation, so got to stay away from them. Where are Heather? I'm not sure where they are actually. They're 8. No, that's us. Where are Heather? Stafford are after Alex Curran. You're not having him. I'm wondering whether we may go fullback on attack, fullback on auto. Maybe that might work for us. Maybe we may change that. Do we have you guys on attack? We could have you on attack. See what that does. We did kind of play well in that sort of role. Scout meeting. Issues with Farrington. Promise. Expected to be filled. Expecting more playing time. We've not really needed him there, but we could play him though. Let's have a look at you, Farrington. You are supposedly one of. You're not though, are you? You are supposedly our best midfield. One of our better midfielders. I thought you were better than that though, to be honest. Not by a long way. I'm disappointed. Has his stats just suddenly gone down? It feels that way. It feels like his stats have gone down. Liverpool make Gubbles offer. Well, by the time we get anywhere further up the tables, we will not be. We won't see any of these players because they will have all retired. New York's Waterloo offered accepted. I'm not sure what that is. That as transfer or something. Bolton have one of the meanest defences in the FA Cup, conceding 3 and 5. Are we still in the FA Cup? Oh, that's Bolton. I do apologise. That is my other save, which I am currently playing on for my YouTube channel. A bit of a plug there. We're in the Premiership. If anybody wants to head down and have a look at that. Heather away. Okay, 2 days left. Let's get to this very quickly because we just want to play the games. Another week's rest as well before we play Squires Gate. Now they did mess one over us, which did our confidence a little bit of a pain, really. It did hurt us a little bit because Squires Gate, we were on a bit of a run and then we lost to them, I think. Sure we did, or we drew. I'm leaving the same side as it is. Apart from Miller, we can bring Miller back. Tactical advice. I don't need tactical advice from you guys. You just tell me. I just tell you what you're going to be playing, not vice versa. Right, okay, scout meeting again. Yeah, it's alright giving me the scout meeting, but that doesn't mean anything for us at all. Janicki. Passing, teamwork, determination, 3 to 11. It's not great. I don't know whether we want to. I think we've got enough people here. I think the team that we have got are good enough. We're doing all right, so I don't really want to change it too much. We don't want to upset the apple cart just yet, but I think we may have to start thinking about new players as the old ones go out. It's just unfortunate we can't sell anybody for money. What's this? Oh, Pon's playing for the under-23s, is he? They're lying in 14th position. Now, if we can come away with a victory here, that'd be great. That'd be an excellent start for tonight as well. 2 wins on the bounce then, if it happens. But we'll see what happens. Maybe we should go positive instead of straightforward attacking. I don't know. I don't know. Where do we go? We've already played them once already, apparently. Do we need to bring anybody else in? Collins can come into the middle for gambling. McNally, you're left back, aren't you? Can you attack? Can you automatic? Not very well. It's unfortunate, really. Right, okay, so Sandy Marshall, you probably want to get a game as well. I'm wondering whether we just bring Marshall in here, because he can play there. I might put him there, because him and Kokorin play very well together. 20 goals, lot. Kokorin's got now. Sandy Marshall, he's got 3, with currently on 5 with 7 assists, which is pretty good. Rowley's the only concern here. He's not quite 2-star, but we could bring in... What about Collins? He's not the best there, is he? What about Farringham? He's more established there, I guess. We can use him there instead of Rowley. Let's see what happens. Right, okay. This is it. Oh, Miller we can bring back, can't we? He's not quite fit, so we're going to leave Gilchrist there. They're all fit. Jed Jones isn't there. What's Chris Holt? Centre midfield. You can play up not very well though. That's the issue we've got, I think. Pond, Chris Holt, Gerard's the left back. Studham could play in the centre as well, can't he? Not the best player there either. He's 21 years old. He's going to be wanting a game soon, isn't he? Right, okay, let's run with this then. We are going to take Jones. We're going to bring in... we got Marriott in there, haven't we? Yes. And we're going to bring in Studholm. You never know. You never know who you might need. Right, this is... The only problem we have got, really, is that right back. But we're going to try a full back process this time and see what happens there. Let's submit this team then. Straight into the next one then. Let's see if we're attacking away from home. Crazy times that we live in, I guess. Right, pick up where we left off. They love it. Absolutely love it. I'll go with a faith. Just try and motivate. I don't seem to be motivating them. They looked happy and a couple looked a little bit motivated. As they're all group huddling. Eating the... Well, they won't be eating oranges, will they, at half before the kickoff? That would be silly. Possession-wise, we've got it. Nobody's had a shot yet. 15 minutes in. Who's going to be the first one to have a shot? The fouls are being spread all over. Yeah, 9 fouls already. As have the ball. They are in the blue. They play it all the way back. Let's just bring it a little bit bigger as well. That's a good stop. There it is. We just have that little bit bigger now as well. As nothing really seems to be happening in this game. We've had the one shot only, although I thought it was them that had the shot. to be fair. As we have the ball, Howes back down the line, plays into the middle. Nobody quite getting there. I'm not sure who that was though. As the goalkeeper lock comes and collects. Quite easy for them really. Not sure who that was in the centre really. Suleimanov. As we've missed the tackle. It's gone over. It's actually gone over. Added time. Can we get a goal just before half time? The best time to score a goal? I guess not. Howes. Play it back to Macaulay. Call it back in. I'm sure he handballed that though. Hi there, keeps you back. Yeah, it is exactly the same formation virtually. I've changed the wing backs to full backs like you've got on yours. It doesn't seem to do any good whatsoever. So what I might do, I might change it back to wing backs because we don't seem to be playing well at all. We're playing 14th in the league and it's very poor. But yeah, it's more or less the same formation. So I'm glad it works for you, but I'm bedazzled by it. I really am. Even by this, I expected my reputation. I think I've gone around too many clubs to have a really good reputation at the minute, so maybe that's a fault as well. But I just like things a little bit more symmetrical, I think. But that's just me, I guess. You weren't that bad, but you still improve. I am going to change it to wing backs though. And team talk, but I am going to change them back. I mean, they play better as wing backs. We'll try that anyway. Farringham, he's not been great. I'm going to put Rowley back in there. Howes, you really do need to step up a little bit. I think it's because I got these on attack. I'm going to put these back to support and see what. Corin, you can go on attack though. Can you? Yeah, you can. Let's go and see that then. Right, start the second half. So have you gone back onto your game then since you switched it off? Oh, it's just wide. The chances are coming, but not very much. 5 chances we've had already. I think we just need to get creative and just come off attacking a little bit. Just for about 5, 10, 15 minutes maybe. Just see if we can claw ourselves into this game somewhere. Maybe we may change it to a 4-2-4 formation in the last 10-15 minutes if nothing else happens. Back to attacking then it is. We're not doing well here at all. Corin can come off. Marshall's there, can go there. And they're going to bring in Meadowcroft. We're going to bring Ivanhoe in actually. And Marshall can go as attacking. Let's go. Let's play this last 10 minutes. See, I can't get my left or right back to do anything like that at all. Oh, he's offside. It's well taken goal. He had one season with Loddon United in Tier 13. Oh, God, you've gone even further back. 27 assists. I'd kill for my wing backs to do something like that. I really would. And we're going to come away with a 0-0 draw and it's not good enough. I mean, eventually we've had 11 shots. But that's what I'm trying to do with my wing backs or my full backs, to get them up the field and get the crosses in. That's what I want them to do. We'll leave it at that. 0-0 away from home. I suppose I can't grumble too much. Yeah, I wanted to use inside forward, so if they move inside, the wing backs can come around the back of them. But what have I got at the minute, tactic wise? I have got wingers though, so I mean, if I see, I don't know, it just doesn't work sometimes. I know Meadowcroft can play as an inside forward, I think it is. No, he can't actually. I thought I had a player that could. I think it was Ivanhoe actually. Ivanhoe, no, he can't either. Now I'm sure I had an inside forward on one of them, but I'll have to go with what we've got, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've got more than automatic anyway, so if they do the job. But to get 27 assists in one season, that's amazing. Well, so what happened with Loddon then? Did you get sacked in the end or something? Or did you just move along? Squires Gate, that's going to be a tough game, but a game that we hopefully can win. Now I thought I had, actually it could be the right hand side that's got inverted, I think, or inside forward. Who's injured? Mark Collins is injured. He didn't even play, did he? 5 weeks. It's going to be a long time, especially at this level, I guess. Langston. So we've got Longston. Now we've got Langston. You're a right winger. You can't cross the ball, but you have got some good physicals there, I guess. Not really. Well, you know what? Let's... we've got wingers, though. We don't really need anybody else there, I guess. I mean, unless you're a 10-star. I'm going to see if I can bring Jed Jones. He's an inverted winger, I think. So maybe I might just use it on the right-hand side and just switch the midfielder and attacking midfielder. You won the league and then a month later you got sacked. Is that before starting the next season? Oh my word! Even though you won the league, you got promoted and you didn't, and you got sacked. That's disgraceful. I think at this level the football manager is broken. I just find it very hard to get out of these leagues. I really do. It's the same with Radford though. I mean, we were sitting high top, but because we weren't winning the league and getting promoted, we kept finishing second, or we were in second for the 2 seasons. They didn't like it at all, and we went quite far in the FA Cup Vars, and I think it was the FA Cup as well, I think. But that's so disheartening, that is. If you win the league and then still get sacked, I think it's disgraceful. It shouldn't be allowed to do that. Did they give you a meeting, or did they just say, sorry, off you pop? 5 days time. Makengo, Benedicto, I don't know who they are. Congo. Wolves signed Real Madrid's Ndidi for 31 million. As if we're ever going to, like I say, going to see them sort of players. Probably not this time round. Some important dates. Someone is after Miller again. Yeah, I think my biggest mistake was leaving Leighton Athletic. They had no desire to get promoted or anything like that. They just wanted to stay in the division and play football. So just open these blind curtains up a little bit, just to get a little bit of light in here. It's still bright outside, but because of the sun, it kind of shines really funny. I shouldn't really be... I'm sitting right in front of a window though, so it's my fault really. I need to get a blind more or less than curtains. I can just adjust it, I guess. Right. 4 days to go. Squires Gate next on the horizon. Oh my word. Just when you got the new fixtures. I'd be at that point ready to... well, it's a pity you can't defend yourself in that respect, isn't it, on the game? See, they have like... where you have to go tick each day as you go along, but for something like that, you can't argue and say, well, why are you sacking me, sort of thing. I think that would be a better option. But not after what you did, though. I mean, winning the league should be above everything else. But to get it when you get the new fixtures, I mean, that's just like a kick in the teeth. But even so, tier 13, whew, that's a long way down. Very long way down. I mean, to be honest, I half expected to be up to around about 7 or 6 by now. After 9 seasons, I just can't get a decent side going at all. They wanted you to resign. I guess they had somebody else in the pipeline, but didn't they? I guess. Satisfied with the results on the pitch. Okay, that's something, I guess. Me and my club vision at the minute, we've failed both cup objectives. We're mid-table in the league there, on course to work within the budget and playing possession football, which they're pleased with. So it all depends whether we finish mid-table in the end, I guess. No badges are See, that's the other thing as well. I don't think I can. I don't know when I can apply for more badges. So I can start another training course, but what have I got at the minute? I'm still a Sunday League footballer, so I don't think I've got any badges whatsoever. So I can't. Did you start the save again then? I take it. Start from scratch again. Or did you move to this team? Because I have been teetering of starting all over again though. Because look at that reputation. It's rubbish. Minimal. And I won the league. I really do need to start putting some very good results in though. 9 losses against 10 wins. It's not the best. Yeah, you restarted. I am teetering on restarting again if nothing really happens. But I'm not sure if I want to do English Football League or I don't know. Start from, I don't know, higher up or something. I don't know. I believe there is something out there that you can carry on the league from when it stopped because of the coronavirus. So you can start where it is as it is at this present moment in time. So carry on the game from there. So if I can find that mod, then I might use that. I mean, that'd be quite good. Finish the final, how many games it is. I think that will be quite a good save to do. But I have been many a times on this 9 seasons whether to call it a day and restart on something else. But we'll see. We'll have another look. Maybe I might restart as Radford again or something like that. I don't know. But I'm just oh, he looks good. I'm just determined just to make the best of what we got. And got hiccups. I do apologise. Liam Beastow. We can't afford him. Why are we looking at him? I've got really bad hiccups now. I don't understand. Yeah, why are we looking at him? He's money-wise. Finances, we've 18 grand in the red, which isn't great. We've made a loss of £11 so far this month. We haven't played away. So what is that? Away games? £11 there. Scouting cost. No, it's not. Is it scouting cost? It's scouting costs. Okay. Is that bus fare, I take it? Car parking? Backroom advice. What's to say about the car park? You want us to put them... Actually, I haven't asked whether I can go on a coaching course. Can I start a coaching course, please? It has not gone unnoticed that we're currently on a best run of form during what can easily be considered. We are delighted to grant... I'm on a training course. Hurrah! Maybe I can... do something here, but yeah, it's not going to notice that we're currently on a best form of run during what can be easily considered a good season. I'm going on a training course. That is it. If the other guys want it, I'm having it first. I'm happy with that. Now watch us all go pear-shaped, belly up. Yeah, I'm not going to restart it. I don't think I can. I think I've got to the point where I'm just stubborn, and I'm gonna do it. So what I'm gonna try and do is try and go to another tier 9 side if I do get a sack from here. If I do, and I'm gonna try and win the league in each tier. I think that's what I'm gonna try and do. I think I'll just change this game altogether. Try and win a trophy in win the league or promotion in each division or in each league tier. That makes sense. Not in each league because there's too many leagues. How did you decide to go to that team that you're going with? Is it Atherstone? What decided you to go to that team in particular? Is it local to yourself? Ramsbottom, make no, don't. We start a training course. How much is it going to cost? It doesn't say, does it? I mean, there are better managers, better people there than us there, though. I mean, we're not barely half a star. Squires Gate. Yeah, we're going to stick with that. Howes. Actually, Howes can play. I'll see. I'll change the side in a minute. You're from Sunderland and a Sunderland fan. I do apologise. My nephew-in-law, I guess that's who you say. He's a Sunderland fan, and he was living in Newcastle. He's just a couple of years ago moved down to Derby, but yeah, he's. But I'm a Man United fan, so a long way from Man United. I haven't lived in Manchester. I haven't actually watched them play football. We'll try to get tickets when they're down this end, but the waiting list is just silly. But I have been a supporter for a very, very long time, and in fact, I think since I could kick a football, I've not really gone to anybody else. But locally, I am Notts County. I support Notts County locally, but I am a Man United fan though. But oh dear. But yeah, my nephew-in-law, he's a Sunderland fan, and we did actually, when they played over here in Derby, we went to go and see them as a group of us. Me, my wife, my youngest, he's into football. My nephew, his wife to be now, and my sister-in-law and her husband. So I think it's my sister-in-law's husband's son. So I'm assuming does that make him a nephew-in-law? I guess it could do. I suppose that's to be the easiest way of looking at it, I guess. But yeah, we've been to see Sunderland twice actually, both at Derby. I mean, we did go and see Notts County not far off before they got relegated, and to be honest, from what we saw, it's no surprise they're in the conference. Carlisle's not that bad a place, or not bad a team either, actually, to be fair. But that's really cool if you can do something like that. See, the only teams we've ever gone is we've stayed local, obviously, because we're from Nottingham. We've always gone to watch Notts County over Forest. So my wife's a Everton fan, and when Everton came over to County, when County were high up in them days, we did see Everton and Notts County play. But we could never get tickets for when United were up this end, and that's what's been really. Even when Forest were over here, we couldn't get tickets. But to be perfectly honest, the majority of the time they were on telly, so we didn't really need to. So, but it would be nice. Jed Jones can come in, and you know what? Can you go? I don't want you to play anything else though. That's the thing. Attacking, I think we'll go support. Attacking just seems a little bit too much for them. Meadowcroft should be playing though. Choosing a side is so difficult. It really does my head in sometimes. Miller, you can actually come on. I'm going to bring you in for Gilchrist. You can get some partnership going. And you know what? I am going to... No, Macaulay's played really well. He scored 4 goals, 6 assists. I mean, Alex Howes has scored 7. We just want somebody on that left-hand side. Meadowcroft, you know what? You can come in for Ivanhoe. There's no... I can't not play you. Oh... Right. Prince Akafor, do we bring him in? I guess not. I want to keep the same side as it is. Curran. He did slightly better on attacking, didn't he? Shadow Striker. It's going to push him up a little bit. At least you can be attacking. I don't think there's anything else. Farrington, you can come off. You weren't that great, though, to be perfectly honest. Rowley can come in. Beautiful. And we're going to bring in Howes just slightly back a little bit on support. Not going to race up that line anytime soon. Do we keep? We're going to go back to wing backs. Oh, back to wing backs there. You won your first game back 4-0. That same tactic, really? Why can I not do that? I won my first game 5-3, so yeah, we're on even pars. Although you score 4 goals with that reply. I take it you're top of the table then. What's your what tier is Atherstone, and is that tier 10? Actually, I'm gonna have a look. See where they are in here. Atherstone, Northern Football League Division 2. They were in the Division 1. They must have got promoted, did they? United Counties. A little bit topsy-turvy. Let's have a quick look. Domestic leagues. So Midlands Football Alliance. Finished 8th. Yeah, the T2 around the Midlands, but they have got promoted up to the United Counties, or is that a different? Is that the same tier? I don't think I click on that. But that's a good result though, 4-0. Thing is, you need to keep that sort of momentum going, I feel. Prince Akafor, where are you gone again? You're there. You supposedly a better goalkeeper. You should really be playing. He's younger than Pat. I'm going to leave. See, I'm at 2 minds whether to bring him on or not. We're playing well, so finished 5-0. Wow, that is a pretty good start to the save. You did well. Normally, what happens is when I've been on a good run and then I have to switch it off, I come back and I just don't know what's happened. It's like some alien technology has just taken over the whole thing, and I can't get a win to save my life. Theo Bailey, 11 goals. Corcoran, 20 and 27. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. I give them all a bit of a morale boost. There's only one person with Corcoran getting the getting it really, liking the faith. They love it. They're motivated, and we're going to be kicking off. I'm going to open this curtain now. There we go. A little bit more light as it looks like it's a sunny day here as well. I would kill for a win and a clean sheet at the moment. Squires Gate. I mean, we are attack. Oh, we've nicked it. Howes going to play into Corcoran. He does play into Corcoran on goal. You'd expect him to score, wouldn't you? It's a corner ball. I would have liked to have done that. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. Right, let's have a look at your results then. Oh my word. You beat Brixham 5-0. Again, it looks like the pitches are vanished down at the bottom here. Some great results. So you're not conceding any goals either, which is rather annoying. Let's move this back out a little bit. I want to see some of the pitch. I don't understand why it vanished. Meadowcroft comes inside. Rowley. Someone have a shot. Off the post. Where's the runner? One thing about this formation, though, it does give you a lot of possession. A lot of possession. But I just don't get it why we're not winning. A lot of folk that have used in this formation, or near enough, seem to be doing pretty well on it. like yourself. I mean, I don't know whether or not it's because I haven't got no badges or my reputation's dire. I don't know. We should win that. Meadowcroft. It seems very far away, doesn't it? It's a big, wide pit. Oh, don't. Oh, for goodness sake. Keep it in. Well done. Well, we get away with that, though. We have a throw in at the far side. Meadowcroft takes it beautifully to Corcoran. Straight into the arms of the goalkeeper. We're not doing well at all. Why are our players tired? Is it because we're attacking too much? I think that's what it is. They're going to come at us, aren't they, when we're all tired? Like now. Oh, come on, really? Oh, come on. Look at that. How is this happening to me? Theo Bailey, we just had a look at him as well. We just totally got outplayed here. I mean, that should... I don't understand why this is happening. Because it shouldn't really. Right, okay, Squires Gate. They are... I'm not sure whereabouts they are. Disappointing half it was. Right, I'm just going to change it now though. I am going to put them on attack now. Maybe I shouldn't have put Howes on a support because he just can't support anybody, can he? Luke Marriott can come in and call. He's having a shocker of a game so far. That's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to bring in Jed Jones instead. Now he is an inverted winger. He's inside forward as well. So one might do it inside forward and attack. If he can team up with Curran, swap, maybe, just maybe, we might get away with this. Right. Right, I'll have a look at them instructions as well. I mean, I have got a minimum instructions on here, so I just don't understand. I really don't. I mean, nothing's happening. We're getting the shots in. See, this is what generally happens. We start off quite well, and then all of a sudden we just fade away to nothing. I am going to revert to this now, I think. He can go there. Marshall can come on. It's a game I feel like we should be winning. Swap them round. Right. I'm going to play that. Last couple of minutes, see what happens. 20 to go. Positive. Attacking. Demand more. Show some passion out there. Come on. 15. Come on. Not one attack. Seriously. Nothing at all. We're going to go down to a 1-0 loss at home. This is what I'm dealing with. I don't get it. 16. We didn't see anything in the second half. I think we're playing a high line as well. Using the offside trap as well. I'm just not happy about this at all. Teams... I'm going to go a little bit crazy, aggressive. You weren't good enough. That's how much we should be winning. It's all right with the thumbs up, but it doesn't really help us any, does it? A home game, and we should be winning that one. Let's have a look at these instructions. I'm sure we're playing a high line. So you're going to the highest line possible. Let's have a look. In possession. This one here, isn't it? No, this one here. Use the offside trap. Yeah, we've got the same sort up there, much higher. You've gone down here. Narrow. Okay. Use tighter marking. Yeah. Yeah, apart from that, it's virtually the same. Let's have a look at the other one then. And that's this one here, isn't it? Did we change that? No. Right, okay. I've got hold shape, but that doesn't really help us any. Distribute quickly, yeah. Oh, you've got to distribute to the flanks. Oh, it could potentially work out, right? Okay. There's no harm in having a look at this. I I'm willing to take any sort of advice. Let's have a look at this final bit then. So you go fairly wide, which obviously because you've got wingers. Focus that on the left and right. No overlapping. Don't play out of defence. Slightly lower. Be more expressive and take that amount. Mixed crosses. Okay. I'm willing to take anything. If it works, then great. But at the moment, I'm just at a loss. I mean, these guys should really be on attacking then if that's the case. Where is it? Let's just bring these down a touch. But I'm impressed by your results though. Really impressed. What's your attacking? Playmaker, what's he? He's on attack. So you got the front four attacking. You have a Mazzella. Excuse me. Short of breath. Oh dear. You have got fullbacks, whereas I've got wingbacks. Maybe I ought to change mine back to wingbacks. Maybe fullbacks. Sorry. You've got yours on attack though. Interesting. Well, there's no harm in giving it a go. Oops, wrong one. Fullback on attack. I'm willing to give it anything a go as well. Yeah, there's virtually about the same. You know what? If it works, great. I just don't understand why we just can't go on a decent run of form in any way, shape or form. See, I like to get in there and just pick a formation and then just do it. I don't really look at anything really, but yeah, that probably makes it around about a lot of sense. If the players can play in them positions, then it's great. Abbey draw again. They came up with us from the last division. Oh, that's FA Vars. That's the 5th round. Flipping out. They've got themselves a replay. They're doing really well. And Lincoln United in there, I saw. I mean, I think they drew again, did they? Yeah, they drew again. So, again, they're looking at a replay. At least they're getting loads of money, though. Are you in any of the cup competitions? Is it the FA Vars or Trophy or anything like that? How far have you got in them? I think I managed to get to the 4th round qualifying before the 1st round proper in the FA Cup, I think it was. I'm sure it was. I think that was with Radford and with Lincoln as well, I think. Or it might have been Leighton. But we could never ever get progressing to the 1st round proper, which was really annoying. Rylands away from home. Do you play that formation home and away? I mean, let me just have a look at them results again. Your away form's quite good. Apart from that one draw. I mean, 10-1 friendly. Wow. You had a good away win though. Oh, you've had 4 home on the bounce, haven't you? Oh, you're in their favors. So you're storming that one pretty well then. 5-0 and a 2-0. You could, I mean, if you keep this up, I mean, have you gone unbeaten at any one point? I like to go through a season where I'm unbeaten. That would be really nice. That would be like the icing on the cake. But it's never going to happen at all. Not in the lower leagues. Cardiff sack Edwards, whoever he is. Quality possession provides victory for Salford against Bradford. 4 days to match day. And we'll try out these instructions. But yeah, I'm willing to give anything a go. Anything to get out of this division, really. They're just so inconsistent. And maybe you're right, playing out of defence in the lower leagues, it's a little bit daft. The replays, Abbey and Lincoln United, our old team, fifth round replay in the FA Vars. They've done really well. So can't be many left. You've won 23 in a row with Loddon with this formation. That would be so nice. 23 in a row. I don't think I've gone that far. I think I've gone 18, 19 games, I think. Spread over 2 seasons. But never 23. The worst thing is it comes up with an email saying you're now 1 win away from getting your record wins in a row or unbeaten run, and then we go and lose it. Lawrence Brown, right fullback. Can you physically play there instead of defending? Can you auto or can you attack? Can you do support? No, not really. Sort of decent. Maybe. Do I really want to? We need somebody that can play wing back or right back or full back or something. As long as our forwards don't go on to another team, then I'd be reasonably happy. I mean, some of these names that they've got in here, I think there was somebody in that calendar, Brady. I tell you what I would like to do is the lower divisions in Scotland. I think they would be quite good. I don't think there are as many leagues in Scotland as there are here in England. I mean, it's just ludicrous the amount of leagues there is. It's absolutely crazy. But I am on my thingy badge, so just in time for when we lose our first game. Unhappy if... you don't need to. You're going to need to understand that circumstances. Yeah, I can't just give everybody what they want. You know what then, Farrington? What's your contract? I'm not on a lot either. You were pretty good for me, but we're going to release you then. I'm not going to faff around with you. You're gone. Lowland and Highland leagues, yeah. I would like to take a team from one of them. I'll have to find the thing for it and load that up. I'd like to do a Scotland one and see how far we can go there. But I'd like to do one like just on one team. But you can't guarantee it when you're playing it straight through. You get sacked. It's like that with any game at all. He's been given a free transfer. Bye-bye, Farrington. Didn't really want you there. Yeah, I quite some of the teams that I have seen that I would like to manage. Like Fort William's one of them. I didn't realise that was Scotland actually. To be perfectly honest, like I said, my geography is not the best. Let's just have a look at the Scottish lower leagues. Let's have a look. Scottish Lowland Soccer. Let's have a look. Is it just like one league of football? It's very, very slow tonight. Right, okay, what they got? Or is it just physically? There's Gretna, Edinburgh University, Dalbeattie. Are they the early leagues? Spartans, East Kilbride, Caledonians, Berwick Rangers. Are they back there again? I mean, they'd be quite good. Let's just have a look at this. Let's have a Scottish Lowland Football League. Let's see how many leagues there is in there. Or is it just a Lowland League division and a Highland League division as well? I think that's all there is, isn't there? I mean, there's this guy here called Nathan Austin. 37 goals. 20 goals more than second place in the Scottish Lowland Leagues. What about the Highland League? Scottish Highland. let's have a look who's in that one then. The Brora Rangers. I can't pronounce some of these. Fort William are there at the bottom. Played 20, won 3. So yeah, it's pretty tough, isn't it? I wouldn't mind giving that a go, maybe. There it goes 6 tiers. So you got the Scottish Premiership. Then do they have the Championship? No, I don't know actually. 6 tiers. Let's just have another quick look as well. I've lost my spot. Oh, there we are. Scottish leagues. Scottish Football League system. What have they got? They got. Oh, that's no good. So they got the Premiership. They got the Scottish Championship. Then League 1, League 2. That's the top 4 tiers. Then they have the Highland Football League and Lowland Football League. That's tier 5. Tier 6. They got East of Scotland Football League and the South of Scotland Football League. That's tier 6. They have got a 7th tier, East of Scotland Football League First Division. Interesting. So who have they got in that low league? It's tier 7. Who have they got in there? Berwick, Boimrig, Rose Athletic, Civil Services, Kilgore. That seems familiar to the Highland League. Oh, okay. It seems very confusing. Yeah, it kind of then splits out again, which is pretty confusing from that point of view. But it's I'm quite intrigued as to do that one if this all goes a little bit pear-shaped. But I'm kind of stubborn and I'm going to stick with this one. Maybe it's something to look at next Football Manager maybe. But we'll see. Westfield beat Ware. I mean, who are these teams really? Right, we need to get back to winning ways and double quick. Now we did this last stream where we won about the first 3 games and then we lost, then we drew and lost and then drew 3. We didn't really win. So I'm hoping it doesn't happen again this time round. But we're going to try this formation, your instructions, and we'll give it a go. We shall give it a go. Under 23s, not really. It's just the formation is just a little bit, I don't know. It works for a lot of people though, so I don't understand why it doesn't work for me. I'm willing to give it a go. I don't really want to rebuild from scratch again, that's certain. 9th versus 13th. We're still in the top half, so that's quite good. Inconsistent, that's us. I mean, look at that, 1 win in 5. That's just dire, absolute dire. You know, I might. Did I? I thought I put Jed Jones in, didn't I? Did I not bring Jed Jones in? The Prince Akafor can come back in goal. Sweeper keeper on defend. He is supposed to be a lot better. And who do we bring in? Collins is injured. Chris Holt can fill in that gap there. Jed Jones in for Macaulay.
Oh yeah. And we're
going to go attack on support. Thank you very much for the follow there, Coops. Thank you. I think we can go with that. All attacking up front. Howes isn't attacking, but I don't mind that. We want a DLP in midfield. That's what we do want. Maybe Rowley isn't the person to play there. I'm going to bring Studholm in. He can just drop back a little bit. I don't know. Take the cover off centre half. There, you got good eyesight. And defend instead. Right, we'll try that then. Is that all right? Stood home. No, you need to be on support. I'm sorry. You need to be helping these guys up here. Right, let's go for it then. This is what we've been waiting for. Another game. Jed Jones is lacking match fitness. Well, he will be, won't he? Now, Jed Jones was a pretty good player, so I don't understand why he's not really playing that well. But Macaulay's playing even better. Macaulay's one of our better midfielders. Look at that formation. Well, then again, we're not doing that far off ourselves. If we bring Corcoran back, then we don't have a striker. Maybe we play without a striker. Maybe it might work. Maybe it won't. I don't know. Let's changing rooms. Hand over. A bit of a morale boost. Go with the faith. Always go with the faith. Some of them like it. Right, okay. Moment of truth then. Let's see if this kind of works. Away from home at Rylands. Right, anything is possible. We get to see a lot of the pitch, so we just move that up a little bit more as well. Corcoran wins it straight away. He's in on goal. It's a good. I like that goal though. That's quite neat. Nice blue net as well. 11 in 8 games. I want to have your forward. Who is it, by the way? I might be able to steal. Well, then again, this is like 9 seasons in. Unless he's 18 years old and I can pick him up now. We've got the possession again, which is good, but that's about it. As we don't have the ball. Miller to Jones. Stood home. Lovely play. Not lovely play. And over the top. Prince saves it. He's 36 years old. And he's got how many? 11 in 8 games. I might have to look at that, I think. So good. Oh, Corcoran should win that. Plays out to Meadowcroft. Down the line. Go on, son. In the box. Okay, have a shot and hit the crossbar and up the right. Wow. We did have a somebody from Radford that we had that I found, and he was scoring like 30-40 goal season until somebody bought him. I actually paid physical money for him as well. Oh, we can't even get the ball up front. Hold it. All the way back to the goalkeeper. Of course you do. The Prince plays it out. Lovely. And not. I mean, look at this. Where are they playing the ball? Oh, he's missed the tackle. What a goal. What do you do about that? What do you do about that? I mean, I just don't get it. Don't get it. I mean, the goalkeeper just stands there. Why are you not saving it? Dan Tooting was beating at the near post too easily. We're not in this game at all. You're winning 3-0 away from home. You're showing off now. Disappointed. Demand more. I mean, some of the passing was okay. We were getting shots on again, lot. That's risen. But apart from that, possession-wise, we're not doing anything at all. Right. I am going to take Curran, bring back, and you can go. Meadowcroft's injured, that's probably why. Marshall can come in there. We haven't got anybody that can fit in this bill here, have we? I can't do nothing, can I? Can't really have 2 midfield. I'm going to let you do. Actually, you do have a Mazzella, don't you? Maybe that might work. Creative. Well, I'm going to just... This is what I mean. We lose one game and then it just falls apart. We've done nothing in this game at all. They don't even want to run. 10 minutes to offside. At least he stops that, I guess. Come on, creativity. Come on, 10 minutes to go. Can maybe we steal the ball here and get an equaliser? Oh, come on. That's just God. I mean, the goal... Oh, you know what? The goalkeeper's a sweep. Two in a row we've lost now. I mean, the goalkeeper, what are you doing? It's a sad, sad day. We've gone and lost another game. We are dropping down the table a little bit. We're trying to get to 40 points. That elusive 40 points. Disappointing. I'm not going to say anything. I'm too angry. We've got a week's rest now till we play Lancaster at home. Maybe we might just get back onto winning ways in this one. But to lose to Rylands, that's a poor defeat. Just when they put me on a coaching course, I've gone and lost 2 games. Which they're not going to be too happy about, but what can you do? I mean, 2-0 now. We were up here. We were up there. We're not now. We've just lost our way a little bit as well. Right, okay. Let's try it again. What was your... Mazzella under centre midfield. This sort of satisfied. I'm hoping I can complete my coaching course before they probably sack me, because I think that's what's going to end up going again. I'm just really disappointed that there's no urgency, and this formation started off really well when I first started using it, and you just get a bit of a hiccup now and again, and you win 5. Oh, you conceded a goal though. They were on the comeback then, I guess. But 5-1 away from home. I need your play. Did your top goal scorer win? The was it 36-year-old? Did he score a couple more? I need a goal scorer. Kokorin's a good goal scorer, but we need someone to help him out. Maybe I ought to switch them around the other way around now. He scored 2. Oh, man. I bet he's retired in my game, hasn't he? Let's just have a look. I bet it has. Who was it? Stefan Moore. I think he's not on here now. I think he's probably retired. But I don't know if they have the same names. Because it's a different save maybe. That didn't go right. Is that how you say it? Stefan Moore. Oh, he is there though. He's a chief scout at Stowmarket. He's 44 years old. He's not going to... We could potentially steal him as a scout, I guess. I just need somebody who's going to... I mean, Kokorum's got some goals in him. He's scored 20 goals for us so far this season, which is not too bad at all. Finishing 12, wow. Not much on the pace, but then again, at I was 35 years old, that's still pretty good though. Yeah, very good. Very good up front though, isn't he? 4-star. 11 in 7 appearances in the league, wow. See, that's what I need. Somebody who's going to start putting the ball in the back of the net. That's all I'm asking for. I don't ask for an awful lot. But we need to get out of this rut and very, very quick. I'm going to stay with this formation, I think. If we can stay in the division, maybe it might work next season if we can bring in a couple of more players. Or maybe we just need somebody. So do you think I should have a Mazzella role in there in midfield? Mazzella on support. Remove from the discard. Okay, do that. Sinister in for hassle. Maybe I might change gambling in there as well. But do you think I should have a Mazzella roll in there as opposed to a DLP or a ball winner? I'm just disappointed that it just doesn't seem to be working. I mean, I understand that formations are not going to work straight away. But we've been using this formation for a fair bit now. A good part of the season. And it's just so topsy-turvy. I mean, if we don't beat Lancaster, I'm very tempted to... well, I don't know. Thought things might be a bit different when we went 5. We won our first game 5-3. That would have been something. But maybe we just need to figure out our defence and get some decent defenders in. Skelmersdale drew 2-2 and Runcorn and Rylands draw 2-2 as well. I mean, we're at Rylands are just below us. We are still 11 points clear of 4th spot anyway, so 4th from bottom, so that's fine. 10 games to go. I mean, what's that? 7 wins we require. I think 5 wins and we could be safe. That's all I want. If we can get to 5 games. Win 5 more games in 10. That's going to be pretty difficult when we've won 10 in 28, 1 in 3. But if we manage to stay up, we can do well in the following season. Because what's happened before, they've gone up and they've gone straight back down again. So the fact that we are mid-table is going to help. Play the players in the proper positions. Yeah, I think I may have to. I mean, the thing is, our fullbacks or wingbacks, their desired position is defend. Nothing else really. So maybe, do I put them on defend then, do you think? Because if we're knocking it out, if we're not playing out of defence, and we're not pushing them up, maybe, I don't know. So do you think I should put them on defend? Play to their actual positions? I mean, I'm disappointed with my goalkeeper. I mean, for the first goal, he just stood there. I mean, granted, it was a screamer of a goal, but he just stood there. Coaching wise, I have no idea. What, you mean coaching staff? Or just normal coaching? Let's have a look. Oh, is that my profile? Is that what it is? Hang on, my profile. It doesn't really say, does it? Worst opinion by Jack Lane and Craig Neal, apparently. I've got the loyalty, handling, finances are okay, hands-on approach, tactical consistency, I've got quite good in that. Coaches wise, let's have a look. That doesn't really help me at all. Coaching team. We've only got an assistant manager. Actually, what can I... let's look at training, who deals with that. Let's go into staff. Right, I have got a manager, assistant manager, head of coach. I've got 2 coaches, apparently. Who are my 2 coaches? Got quite a lot of staff, actually. There's a Oliver Dean even, senior squad. Determination. Not the best, though, it has to be said. Is there anything I'm supposed to be particularly looking at? Because I don't generally look at stuff like this. Dude, we've got 5. And still it doesn't work out. Ah, okay, high for average. Okay, so you're doing well on that respect, aren't you, I guess? So we're not doing too bad here. Mentally, defensively, and goalkeeper is that, what is that? Above average. What's the yellow then? Above average as well. Oh, actually, no, that's not us, is it? We're the best at technical. Best at tactical. We're the best at man management. Well, we've got the best of everything virtually. All right, maybe not mentally, defensively, or goalkeeperly. Oh dear. Shot stopping. We're not second, above average. We're second in that. We're best in that. We're best in goalkeeper handling apparently. We're third in the distribution. So we're not doing too bad that sense, but it doesn't really. I don't know. I just don't know. I'm disappointed more than anything else. Better have tops and all. Well, I agree. Do you not? You let them all get injured and just leave them on the side. To be honest, I didn't realise we had. I just left it to the board to sort that out. But I am fully equipped, though. To be fair, so I don't mean we're the best at everything apart from whatever this is. Presenting data, not really interested in that. Physiotherapy, we've got the best setup. Second best in sports science. I mean, there's no need for it. But it still doesn't work for us at all, though, does it, really? As you can see. So you're probably best, really, not having anything at all. So I'm just a little bit miffed, really, because we've got a reasonably good side, and yet they just don't want to perform, apparently. Right, we're playing 16th in the table coming up. We should be able to beat them, right? Who knows? Who knows with this team? Because anything is possible. It's the right time to come away and go back onto winning ways again, I guess. 24 grand in the red, apparently, as well. They're still satisfied with me, so as long as we stay mid-table, then we could escape being sacked. But it's not on the cards, as we may have a look and see what jobs are around. But I want to try and stay with the team and try and build my rep up, especially with my coaching badge. I think that has a lot to do with it as well, especially after this length of time. It's 9 seasons and not being able to do really anything. You don't normally have injuries. What? Well, yeah, to be fair, I don't think we've had that many injuries. In fact, I don't know if we've had any injuries or not, though. I bet we have, but to be honest, they just need a little bit of rest, don't they? We're going to stick with attacking, aren't we? That just keeps going up and down as depending on your results. That really pees me off as well. Because you're playing this formation, the fluidity should be quite up there because you're playing it all the time. Available first teamers. Marshall's going to play on the right hand side. I didn't realise he could do that. We need to have our best players on the pitch, though, I think. I think that's what we really need. West Didsbury, some fitness tests. Meadowcroft is coming back, hopefully. 3 o'clock kickoff. That's the other good thing. Everybody plays at the same time as well in the lower leagues, which is pretty good. But yeah, we do need a victory at this point. Do we fall back and attack? Possibly support. I'm going to leave them on support, actually. That might just help us a little bit better. Stud home. Yeah, forget it, man. You're rubbish. Mark Collins is injured. Elliot Pond. Elliot Pond can play midfield, I think he could. Could he not? No, he can't. He's a striker. You can play up there, though. Sure. You can't play there either. I mean, flipping heck. I haven't got anybody that can play anywhere, really. Rowley can come in. You can play sort of Mazzella. We're not going to risk it though. We're going to put you on attack, House. We want to get that ball back up there, and you guys can go back to being supporting. Inside forward on Jones. No, we're going to bring Macaulay back in. You can go back as a winger and support. Where can Macaulay play? Because it just doesn't seem to favour that position. Well, it does. Just a bit further back, I guess. I'm going to switch these guys around. Just do that. Maybe I put Curran in the middle. I might. Can you just go there? We'll switch it up a little bit. We'll confuse the other team. To be honest, I haven't been doing that, so maybe that's what I need to do as well, you know, praise the players. Because I must admit, if they get below a 9, I don't tend to praise them at all. I think it's a waste of time, but I guess at this level, you still need to praise them. I think sometimes it gets that monotonous that you're just pressing it for the sake of pressing it. I suppose it's no loss though, really, is it? Josh Powell can come in. Can go do that. Is that what I'm really happy with? We've got Gamlin on the bench. You and Hassel play quite well. They're playing quite well together in the centre, aren't they? Yeah, we'll do that. Leave that as it is. Right, okay. We're going to try again. Let's see if we can... well, we'll do something. We want to stop the rot. 2 losses on the bounce now. We want to put an end to it, don't we? 4-4-2. We could work there. Expected a win today. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to say anything else. We're in the black and white. Easy to spot our players. And Lancaster are just above the relegation. And they're catching up with us, actually. 7 points in it. So a win here would take us back to double figures. Or something like that. 9 points, I guess. Few attacks. Again, big off the line. I'm just going to bring it out a little bit just so we see the pitch. The bit of confusion there. Curran, oh, that's a lovely ball. Curran, you're going to play him through. He's been fouled. Essien. Not the Essien, I take it. He can strike it from there, Rowley. What a save by McFarland. Right, we have a shot on target, which is quite good as well. I'm just watching tentatively, just seeing if we can... I mean, we've got 56% possession, 8 shots on goal we've had. But it's these guys that... I mean, where are we heading it to? Right, we have the ball. Control it. Corcoran. To the... I mean, where was that to? Oh, come on, seriously? It's just gone wide. How did he miss that? It's a save. Wow. I was watching that thinking that's going to go in. Corner ball. We don't get there, though. All he has to do is turn around. We do get the ball away. Well played. Let's get creative on there then. Come on. Get it away. My God, what are they doing at the back? Oh, I'll tell you what. I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do. I mean, this is virtually a penalty. It's a good stop, actually. Corner ball. Powell's keeping us in it, though. They've had 5 for 5 on our goal. These guys are just above the relegation. I think they beat us last time, actually. I'm not quite sure, Lancaster. And bearing in mind, we are at home as well. Rowley inside to Corcoran. Rowley again. We're going to fight. Of course not. You just play against your own players. Corcoran, have a shot. Rowley, you're going to have another go. Play it out wide. Better. Good cross. Oh, I thought there was a penalty there. We've got one in. Alex Corrans has scored. Come on. It's taken some time. 13 shots later, we finally get a third shot on target. It's a lot of messing around there just before half time as well. Probably against the run of play as well, because Lancaster have already come at us. But a win's a win, whichever way you look at it. I'm hoping we can get another one. Let's capitalise again. Can we get another one? Curran's holding it up. Nobody's there to help him. He's laid that ball in beautifully well. Strachan now. Have a go. He does. Straight out the goal. Yeah, of course. Why run it out, you fool? Getting up to half time. Praise him. I might do. If we score another one, then I will do, I think. See, I miss all these opportunities to do that sort of thing. I mean, I don't know if it makes a difference or not. There's a lot. I'm impressed. There's a lot more to come from you. We'll go along with that. That's well played, lads. Let's go again. So we've hit a 7.10 by Curran. 7.1. Shall we praise him now, do you think? Praise him? We get another goal, and it will be... Oh, that's just gone wide. That was a deflection, I thought. Rowley, another attempt. He's got it in the back of the net this time. 2-0. Okay, we might be working now. I don't know. It could be that they're near the bottom of the table, though. It's a good goal. He's going round the... Yeah, look at the bend on that. That's one thing that I have been impressed with Football Manager this time round. Is a curl on the ball. Another opportunity. Oh my word, we've just gone and scored another one. We'll praise them as well. What more can I say? 3-0. 3-0 indeed. Maybe I'll just have to stick with this formation. And like you say, just keep praising them and giving them a positive feedback. They're all fired up at the same time as well. If we get another one, I'll praise them again. Surely not. That's just hit the top of the goal, that did. That's unfortunate. I'm going to pause it. I am going to just change one thing. Corin can come off. Marshall can come on. And McCauley can come off for... I'm going to bring Luke Marriott in. He can do that. 20 minutes to go. We have the ball with Hassel. Get another goal, I'll give you some more praise. If that's what you're after, if that's what it's going to take for you to score goals, 84 attendance is very... What sort of attendances do you get in your ground? I think we may have hit 100 maybe once or twice. But yeah, generally it's around about under 100. That's a poor effort on goal. But 84 we've got there today. Let's just get a little bit creative as well. I mean, I think that's the first time as well we've had players in the sevens. I mean, that's another save over the bar. And Powell's proven his worth there. I mean, look how many sevens we got on the pitch. I'm impressed. And it's worked. We're back to winning ways again. Now, can we kick on and go between 38... Oh, no. I bet that's just the staff. It does make a difference, I think, the attendances as well. I mean, I don't think we've got that many season tickets. I mean, do we get season tickets at this level? Excellent. I mean, look at it. They love it. Absolutely love it. But we win. And next we play Skelmersdale, which we have to win as well. So if we can play the same formation, we win again, I'll be rather happy with that. Be well impressed. But 3-0. I'm really chuffed with that. Absolutely chuffed. Abbey draw again. They're behind us. I mean, how are they sneaking up behind us with all these draws? I don't get that. I don't get it at all. Northwich are lined top. It's a 4-horse race there. It's anybody's. We've got 9 games remaining. Skelmersdale next, who are line 18th. So as long as we've hit the magic 40. Yeah, I try not to. I mean, I think the team we've got at the minute is a first team. Providing nobody gets injured. 55% possession as well. And 25 shots. So a massive improvement. We'll praise Rowley for his goal. Superb goal from free kick. We've got a week's rest. I mean, they've got a week's rest, so I shouldn't really complain too much. So they should all be fit and rearing to go. So I think that's the advantage of being out of the cup competitions, I think. Edwin Vanderberg. Gross Norwich United. Who are you, Edwin Vanderberg? Is that just some person? Oh, you won 3-1. So you're carrying on winning regardless, aren't you, really? You're going to storm that league unbeaten, I think. And you're probably going to win one of the cup competitions as well. What's cracked off here? Move at Holman to Didsbury Chorlton squad. Almond. Why Almond? Winger. Acceleration, pay, jumping reach. You won't be good enough. You're only a 1-star, so no. Not the best player on there, I don't think. Kisuju shines as Magunda. He's some of these players. He's we can bring him in actually. Again, 1-star. We did bring him in last season, I think it was. Just a couple of players, and they've not really. Andy Magunda as well, a forward. He's not really hit it for us, but aggression, determination, teamwork's not bad. Free kick taking's pretty good as well. But we've got 2 good strikers, so we don't really need anybody else in the in there. Well, I guess not. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. Sometimes, I mean, we had one in one of the other teams that I managed, and I don't think he had a star on him actually. He had it all greyed out, but I think he was only 17, and I tell you what, he proved to be a brilliant winger. I can't remember what his name was because I'd probably try and sign him now. But I have done that in the past, and it's generally worked. But I might have to bring somebody else in. Marshall's not really hitting the target. Magunda, I really like the look of him as well, because his physicals were spot on, and like I say, determination is a key quality at lower league. And he's got a good free kick taken as well, even though we've got our own. Rowley's only a 1.5 star. Yeah, I think that's what I need to look at. 9, 12. Again, do we really need any of these? Turnbull. Crossing. Acceleration pace isn't too bad. And crossing between 5 and 9. Needs to be a little bit better than that, I think. Determination. If that was up there, you know what? Should I put you on a... I don't think we need to bring anybody else in though. That's the thing. I am just very tempted not to do anything just yet, because the players we've got are okay. Maybe if we get promoted, which I doubt, or if it changes this season, then I'll... if we stay in this division, then I might have to just change a couple of players over the summer. Right, let's move along. 18th in the table. We should win this one. Away from home though. Scammerdale did give us a fright though, I do believe, in our home game. Can't remember if we won that or not. May have to have a look back. But we're ninth. Actually, we're ninth. So we're doing alright. 40 odd points we've got to now. Barkinside fan. Paul should Mark Fodden be signed. Maybe I ought to have a look at this as well. Northwich playing Runcorn, one of their games in hand. I'm assuming Northwich are going to win that one considerably, 3-4-0. Let's have a look. (3-1). Okay, 4 goals in there. Northwich are leading the way. We're only 19 points behind the leaders now. It wasn't that far away before, but we are 12 ahead of Leek. That's 4 wins and we've got 9 left. So 5 games where we need to do better than them guys there. Starting with the next one against Skelmersdale. Wolfsburg survived to claim priceless victory. But once I get my coaching badges, we might do it slightly better as well. So it's all going to help. We don't want to stay in the lower tier forever. We've got a tier 10 trophy. Let's go for a tier 9, but that'll probably be next season now, providing we stay. Mackinson, midfielder. What can you do? Advanced playmaker. Not very well though. Are you what, like an attack? Well, you can play attack as well, but Curran's the main guy that we want in there. We did have a look at a another attacking midfielder, but I don't know where he went to. I thought we had him. Potential's marvellous, but then again, we can't trust the scouts at this level. Waiting patiently. Barnoldswick, are they still near the top of the table? Because they were leading the way at one point. Maybe they're not now. I mean, what is all this processing really? Just move along to the next day already. I mean, we don't need anybody. White Oak. Again, do we really... Bravery, determination, leadership, teamwork, jumping reach, aggression and tackling. Wow, that looks like a player we cannot refuse. But we want him as a central defender on defend. Not quite that type of player, but look at them stats. I don't think we're going to find it. Can we offer you a trial? We'll offer you a trial. There's no harm in asking, I guess. Oliver Lowe's. Ball winning midfielder on support. That's somebody we need to look at. Leadership again, 15 to 20. Look at that. Free kick taken. Determination. Again, I think we'll offer you a trial as well. What was our vision? Don't sign anybody over 30, so we can't really do anything on that. But we're on course. They're pleased with that, at least anyway. They're happy with the 3-0 win over Lancaster. That's good. And the 5-3 win over Leek. Happy with the positive atmosphere. So what is our dynamics like? Slightly good. Dressing room. Recent form is a thumbs down. A win, a loss, loss, draw and a win. Well, anybody could argue that. Team cohesion, the collective mental state has been seen a slight improvement. Oh, okay. Hierarchy. Let's just have a look who's not happy with me. 7 players support me now. I'm sure it was 11 before. Or 12, but now it's 7. We've got Macaulay, McNally still. He's not even playing and he's still supporting me. Same with the Prince, which I have been really disappointed with. I'm not going to lie. So hopefully we get a few more... well, we're going to have a look, see if they'll come to us. See what sort of rating we give them and see if they're any good. They're 4th Barnwick, so it's a team really. Are we away from home in that game? I don't know. We're at home. Oh, so maybe we could come away with something there as well then. Because when we played them last, they were riding high at the top of the table. Suggested squad. It's going to be the same side, I feel. I'm not going to change anything. He's going to come on trial. I mean, this is, again, another waste. Yes. We don't really want to change anything there either. But we won 3-0 and we kept a clean sheet. How does that work? Right. What are the odds on... Well, what do you think the score is going to be in this game then? We're playing 18th in the table. Bearing in mind we've just beat 16th in the table. But we are away from home, and our away form isn't the best. As Abbey take on Barwell, I think that was. The reason I'm looking at Abbey is because they came up with us, and they were doing relatively quite well. Relatively quite well. Let's have a look at your standings then. Top of the tips, wow. Played 8, won 7, drawn 1, 31 and 5 against. Wow. I mean, there's quite a good few to Kirby Muxloe. I'm sure I've played them in one of the teams I've played on here. It rings. It might have been in a cup competition though. I tell you what, you're going to storm. I mean, you have got Leicester and Nuneaton. Have you played them guys yet then? Who? I bet you didn't, did you? So who was it that you drew against? Can't remember. What are your results so far? Who was your draw against? Stapenhill. When do you get to play the teams that are unbeaten as well? I tell you, standards are pretty good. I mean, what 38 game season, so you got 30 games to go. I mean, you could do a full season, couldn't you? I guess unbeaten. Judging them results so far, if it's working, you might be able to do it. I hope you do. Abbey lost. It's just what I like to hear, because they, well, we can go 4 points clear of them if we win now. We're playing, who are we playing against? Skelmersdale. Second from bottom now. Runcorn. They lost to Barwell 2-0. 11 points behind. We could make that 14 if we win this game. That'd be quite good. Right. We're not going to win the league, I don't think. Not unless we win. And next 11... how many games we got left? 8 games? 9 games? 27 points. I don't think we can win the league. Hadland is sacked by Lyderd. You don't play either of them until November. Also, you should have a pretty good run of form going into them 2 games then. I mean, where are you now? October? Beginning November? I'm trying to think. August, September. You probably reached about October now, haven't you? We could sign White out. We could and we could not. Meadowcroft is available. Yeah, we do need to win this one. Playing 4th place now. Who are 4th? Burbage. They're not conceding a goal a game. They're conceding, whereas you're scoring 3 a game. 4 a game even, nearly. I say 3-1. I think you'll beat them 3-1. Away from home? If you're at home, it should be about 4-0, I guess. Actually, we beat them last time. I think it was a 4-3 or something deaf like that. Really tough. Okay. We're inconsistent. That's our form. I mean, looking at that, I mean, does it really work for us? Keeping the same side, we're not changing it, or that I'm very tempted to change. No, I'm not. I'm leaving it as it is. I don't need to change it. You're away from home. 3-1. I'm going for 3-1. Let's submit it. Let's see what happens. The teams are warming up. They've got Oyeleki, whoever he is. 35-year-old. Where's he been at? Brentford, Northampton, Aldershot. He's played in Port Vale even, and then all the way down. He's had a good season last season though for Skelmersdale. They're 4 goals, 7 assists, 5 man of the matches. They've got 4 actual players. Nathan Cameron. Bury. Coventry, Bury, until Bury got finished off, and Oxford as well. He was worth some money. Buddle. Nathan Buddle. They've got experience in this side, haven't they? Blythe in the Vanarama. We need to start looking at players in the higher divisions, I think. The whole back four is pretty decent. Stoke. Didn't really play for Stoke though, or if it did, it's not registered. Pretty decent though. Right, okay, let's get into the changing rooms. We're away today. This game, Skelmersdale. Can we pick up where we left off? And let's go. Score a goal, we'll praise you. That is the thing that we're going to be doing. Every time we score a goal, we're going to give them a little bit of praise as well. I just don't want too much praise that they're going to go to their heads. Miller plays it all the way. Oh, referee's just tripped him up. Virgo's gone ahead. Oh, for goodness sake. How does that happen? How does that happen? I mean, for goodness sake. He legged him up. He legged him up. Referee. How does that happen even? Oh no, we can't praise them now. We head it over the bar. Oh my word. This team are down at the bottom. And we're all tired as well by looks of things as well. I'm going to demand more now as well. Seem a bit more focused. Curran with a free kick as they come away. They've come away. We've got three at the back. Somebody deal with it. Macaulay, play him through. Curran on goal. The player you want in front of goal and he doesn't score. Yeah, I think I already demanded more. He won't give me anything else. Come on. How is this happening? I don't get it. That's a good tackle. Can you win the ball then at least? Well, at least they stopped that. Kokorin's on it though. I'm not sure he's got that much pace either. He managed to get a shot in though. How is this happening? We're playing bottom of the table, my friend. How does this happen? Aggressive. I expect to see a better showing in the second half. And I think we're going to push these guys up now as well. Going into attack mode. I'm going to bring in Marshall, our other striker. He could play on the left-hand side and get creative. Come on. Not very good in the second half. So we go behind. We can't come back from behind. But if we lose this game, the questions are going to be asked. Come on. Demand more. Is this not working or what? Come on. Look at this. 20 to go. They have the ball. Offside. Yeah, carry on running. You know you're offside. Mr. John Verger. To have another chance. It's going to be exactly... Oh, it is the highlight actually, isn't it? Can we steal the ball here? I mean, they're playing like Barcelona. Right. Lovely play. Oh, he's on in goal this time, please. Oh my God, what is wrong with you? What is... Why is it we can't score a goal when we go behind? I mean, these are second from bottom, or worse second from bottom, and we can't beat them. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to demand show some passion out there because obviously not doing it. Macaulay can come off. We're going to bring in Jed Jones. He is going to go inside forward on attack. Marshall can come up there, and we're going to bring in... I'm going to bring in Ivanhoe. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go mad. I can't believe we're doing this. I can't believe we're losing to this side. I really can't. Even with that change, nothing's happened. Good control. Ivanhoe on the ball. Skip past your man at least. Lonsdale passes it back. Going to cross in. Byline. Cross. Anybody? Nobody there at all. Miller. Back in. Curran. Finally, we get a goal. Oh, I tell you what. It's been an absolute bonkers game. It's a good cross. I mean, he did well to stay onside. Now, can we go on and win this game? I mean, he's happy about it. But that's it. We've had to wait to the 91st minute to get a result there. I'm not happy in the slightest. Due to the... Don't be too hard on the team. It was a tough result to take. Great effort. What do you say? Are you not happy with the performance? Unlucky it wasn't our day, or that was a great comeback? What do you say? 1, 2, 3 or 4? I want to go mad at them, but really need to keep momentum going, don't we? That's what we need to do. We need to keep them happy. The dressing room atmosphere, that's what we need to do. 1-1 against Skelmersdale. Disappointing. Not happy, assertive. Yeah. But it's either that or lose the dressing room cohesion or the happiness. I suppose we did well to come back to get a draw because we normally fold from that sort of position. 91st minute goal. I mean, from the 3rd minute. It wasn't the best. We're 12 points ahead of 4 from bottom. So we've got Barnoldswick next. They're in... Well, they've win their game in hand. They'll only be 2 points behind Northwich. We win. We're at home. If we win, we get up to 7th position because we've got a better goal difference. We rescue a late draw. 55%. 15 shots to their 5. I mean... Wow. The goalkeeper, Liam Beastall. Again, why would we be looking at somebody who's going to cost money? We don't want to be doing that. Oh, this tier 9 stuff is... I thought tier 10 was bad enough to win a competition, but tier 10 is just as hard. Tier 9, sorry. Patrick Virgo scored a lovely goal. Anything about our late winner? Strike. Our strikers couldn't hit a barn door with a banjo. Well, you might have something to say about that. Can't believe how many chances we squandered in that match. They're fuming, apparently, the fans. Absolutely buzzing after that. I know it's only a draw, but it feels like a win after such a late equaliser. Well, it's about happy, not happy, disgusted. Well, it's kind of mixed, isn't it? Do you ever listen to the media as well? Just have a look at what the media is going on about. I guess. I mean, 20 goals for Kokora, and he should be putting the ball in the net, surely. You'd think that, wouldn't you? We pay Whitechurch. Pay Whitechurch? Or is that the player we looked at? Not many games left. It's just absolutely mental. Right, scout meet. You know, just clear. Just go. Don't really want to see anymore. Let's see what happens when the trials finish and what happens then. Right. Have you played any more games? Are you still on top of the table? How did you do against fourth place? Did you win? Or are you in the middle of playing it at the minute? Got like a frog in my throat. FA Vars? Nobody from ours. You drew 1-1. Ooh. That's going to suck. I just hope it's not the start of a downfall. Shouldn't be, though. So I'm assuming you've got a very, very happy squad. And the fact that you're scoring goals anyway, that's a big plus. And you drew with fourth spot. FA Cup, 5th round. Bolton in there. Crawley from League 2 are still there. Bolton from League 1 are still there. Playing Bournemouth. Now, I remember playing as Bolton against Bournemouth as well. I think we won that one. There seems to be like the North Star I can see outside my window, and it just appears to be moving. It always looks like it's in a different position every time I look at it. Bournemouth hammer Bolton 4-0. Well, that was all over by... They've got Mason Greenwood. Did you just see that? Mason Greenwood. Barnoldswick win 1-0. And we're playing them 4 days later, so hopefully they're going to be a little bit tired. They're 2 points behind Northwich now. 8 games remaining. It's going to be tough. Going to be tough. The other 2 lost, so you're the only remaining unbeaten team in the league. Then that's gotta help. So points better than losing. I'm sure you'd rather have a point than register a big fat L on there. And to lose to your rivals, it's never good. So with any luck, they may have been playing the easier teams. That's why they were unbeaten. This will only take a few moments. Of course it will. Not quick enough though. We only get 1 training session a week. We're in the top 10, which is great. Shrivingham has sacked their manager. Any more news on ours? That's Ashford. There's nothing else on here really. 30 seconds in kickoff, and you should have scored in the 8th. I hate that when that happens. I think there was one game. I'm not sure whether it's in tonight's or when I was playing Bolton earlier on today. From kickoff it went to the 38th second, and I think we scored in 38 seconds. I think that's the quickest goal I've ever scored or have scored. I think we went on to lose that game even so, but it doesn't often happen. Oh, you scored in the 8th minute. So there's nothing after that then for the rest of the game. The thing is though, you're away from home though, weren't you? So it's always tricky. Always tricky, especially against opposition which you're fighting for the championship for as well. Your rivals. So it's always going to be tough. And this day never ever seems to get any closer at all. FA Cup games then. QPR beat Brighton. Liverpool beat Sunderland 5-0. United lose, so both Sunderland and United are out. Wolves beat them. Typically Wolves. Look at that. 3 goals in 10 minutes. And it was at Old Trafford as well. Burnley beat Newcastle. Spurs win as well. I'm not sure. I think Liverpool are going to win that one. I don't think there's any other games, is there? Okie dokie. Whitechurch away. Whitechurch, something. Your main centre-half suspended as well. Oh, no, even worse. At least he's suspended, not injured. Is that, I'm assuming, yellow cards? Picking up quite a lot. I mean, we're keeping the same. So I mean, I've got C- now on the results we're getting. I mean, I don't think the results have been that bad, apart from the 2 losses. We're just not picking up enough wins. We've had 2 tonight, 2 draws, and 2 losses. It's not the best, is it? Really, at all. So where did we come in? We came in the 5-3 win. We've played 6 games tonight. We've lost 2. 3 games where we haven't scored a goal in. I wasn't aware of that. But we had 2 very, very good victories. That should have been a victory. I'm still not happy about that. B+ with the squad, B-. Okay, they're okay with it, I guess. Team atmosphere is reasonably good. Lewis Saunders. Is this the guy with a... No, there was a player I was looking at, and he had 20 determination, I think it was. Or something. Or bravery, actually. Which I think he's on trial with us. You're playing 5th next. I tell you what, you're playing the top half now. You come away with these games unscathed, and the title, you could argue, is possibly yours. Same side again, I think. I'm not going to change anything. I don't think I need to change anything unless one of them's really tired and battered. But I don't really want to change anything in that respect. Now, do we have our wingers attacking or supporting? That's the other question now. And have our fullbacks defending? Considering we are playing a team that are in 2nd position. Or do we just go as we are? Gambling, developing concerns. Macaulay, sort it out, my friend. You're pretty good in that respect. He drops the lack of playing football. Let's have a look at him. What, in a tier 10 division? Seriously? Corners, dribbling. Was he a winger? Oh my word. I tell you what, he might be worth a shout. I take it he is free. Oh my word. Where would he would be your best winger, wouldn't he? By a long way. You know what I could do with looking for this type of skin? It shows you a lot of information in a small area. I kind of like that. I need to have a look, see if I can find a skin for that as well. Absolutely perfect. Absolutely perfect. You know what? I might have Jed Jones as an inverted as opposed to inside forward. I wouldn't mind having inside forward if I'm using wing backs, I guess, so they can overlap. But I don't. I'm assuming an inverted winger can go inside and out, I guess, or is just a converted winger. Oh, right. Okay. What Martin's playing in the under-23s. We'll have to have a look, see how he does in that. Because he hasn't really featured in this side, and he's not really good, to be perfectly honest. Fitness tests. Collins is coming back, which is nice. All 3 o'clock kickoff once again. Yeah, that's going to be a tough game against 2nd position. That is. Yeah, it's not great. They've won 5. We've drawn 5 and won 2 against us. So we've got 7 games where we've not been beaten, but they've beaten us 5 times. Right, home time this time. McCall, is it? Yeah, he can only play there. I'm thinking of bringing Jed Jones in there. Macaulay's just, I mean, how 4 and 6. I mean, he does the job for us. Jed Jones has scored 5 goals actually, so I might actually bring him in for this game. He can go inverted on attack. I don't really need to change anything else. Oh, from the FM Scout. Oh, excellent stuff. Oh, this is called a Heffem skin. I am going to have a look at that because I do like it. I've seen quite a lot of people use that skin. It's called what? A Heffin. Just going to write it down. I'm going to see if I can. I'll get that downloaded. Hopefully, I do like it though. That's the thing. I really do like that skin. Let's see if I can grab hold of it as well. Yeah, very much like that. Right, okay. Game against these guys. Should Meadowcroft go attacking? Or should I bring... Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring... No, I'm not. I'm going to leave it as it is. Marshall can come on later on. I don't think I need to bring anybody else in. Yeah, Studholm, you can... You're not... Yeah, some of these players. Gamlin. He is 100%. Strachan or Hassel. I'm going to put him there instead. Gamlin and Hassel at the back. We'll try with it. So that one change. Probably a little bit silly with the defence as it is. But Gamlin, I prefer Gamlin to Strachan though, to be fair. Strachan's made a couple of mistakes, but we'll see. It's just that gap there. Every time I see it, there's always a gap there. It just really unnerves me. Right, okay. Djurjevic. 17 goals, 14 assists. You're having a laugh. My word. I'll have a look at that chap in a second. Clark, he's got 9, 15 and 34. I mean, you might as well just play this guy up there on his own. Dougie Wilson. I mean, they've all done pretty well. Morale boost. Let's get this game started, and I'll have a look as well. Right, okay. End the team talk. Kick off then. Right. Oh, that's that one. Don't want to look at that one. Who's this guy here then? Looks like Robbie Fowler. I thought it looked like Robbie Fowler then for a second. This guy. Michael Corcoran. Is that who I've got? Well, we've got a Corcoran up front. I'm not sure if he's Michael or not. That's him there on the ball now. That's disappointing. No, we did have a chance though. No, it's not. It's David Corcoran. Thought for a minute it was the same player then. That would have been quite funny. Another effort on goal. But he looks pretty decent as well though. Bravery looks pretty good. And determination. Work rate. He's a midfielder as well. I mean, experienced midfielder. That's exactly what you want though. How old is he? Powell, don't mess around with it at the back, please. 31 years old. See, I've got on my list of tasks, don't sign anybody over 30. So I'm at least want to try and get a couple of the tasks done. A ball over the top is on goal. It's another good stop though. We're riding it here a little bit. I like that as well, look, where he got the left foot, right foot, where he's in green for a very strong. That's why he scores that many goals. I mean, you see that shot. I tell you what, I would be tempted. The two players you've showed me, I'd be tempted to buy them actually, or buy them or sign them up. To be fair, free kick. I'm surprised he didn't go for a. Oh, it's just over the bar. It's an end. Well, can we get back? I'm going to go for about 85 people here in the stand. We'll find out in a second. If we can get anything out of this game, I'll be amazed. There's a lot more to come for you. I believe in you. Yeah, I guess we can do something there. There's a corner kick. Oh, the goalkeeper once again. What are you doing? That's another attempt. He's come for a cross and he's let it go. We've got 124 attendance. I mean, the goalkeeper, where is he flying around at? He's not. He's just standing there waving like that. The Burke. So now we probably fold from this point. We don't even win the ball there. It just goes straight through him. Can we win it again? We do. Kokorin's in on goal. Go on, son. Got the whole of the goal to shoot at. Oh, come on. How many chances are you going to have that you're not going to put the ball in the net? The one-on-ones are broken on this game. Goalkeeper's cut. Oh, he hasn't come for it. Jed Jones, I'm glad I brought him on. I was going to be calling him over here, come and get the ball, but he doesn't need to if he puts the ball in the back of the net like that. Excellent. And we're still attacking. It's still 49 minutes on the clock. So we go 1-0 down and we equalise straight back. Excellent. Kokorin with the assist. Wonderful. Let's get creative now then. The goalkeeper, once again, is really... I'm losing my patience with him because he's making far too many mistakes. Yeah, show passion I think I will do in the next one. There, it's just coming up there. Show some passion. Let's see if we can get... I mean, they're up for this big game though, I must admit. Until they do something like that. Kendall's away. Oh, what a tackle! Who was that with a tackle like that? I need to make a... Wow, do I really need to make a change? Probably. It's a corner ball. It's a corner ball. Let's get it away. We do header it sort of away. Kendall has it. We're panning. That's well over. They bring one away fan with them. And how insulting is that? But even so, that does mean we do have a lot of supporters there. Marshall can come on. And you know what? We're going to have you on attack as well. We're going to have all four on attack up there. The midfielder are doing pretty well. I don't think I really need to make too much of a change really because our players... Curran's feeling a bit frustrated. I'm not surprised though. Creativity. Another free kick. Over the bar. If we get away with it. We've had 21 shots on goal though. 21. 59% possession. I haven't seen it yet because it's all them. Let's get it away. Oh, what a block. What a sliding tackle. Straight back to them though. That's... Yeah. Yeah. Go. Curran. Go. Chase him down. Go on. I'm willing him to get that ball. The goalkeeper swings it waywardly. Gambling picks. I think it was Gambling with that sliding tackle earlier on. Oh, it tries to put Kokorin through. It's going end to end. This is now. Jed Jones, you can do this. Oh my God, we've gone ahead. We've gone ahead. We've gone ahead. Come on. To Poacher, you reckon? Well, is he going to sit on the last man, do you think? I could do. I don't know if he's can play as a Poacher though. We'll have a look in a second. Lovely stuff. What do you do? What do you do at this point now? Praise. I've just panicked. I've just panicked. Oh, no way. Great stop. Great stop. Just pause it a second. Can Kokorin players... Oh, no, he can't. Not much of a Poacher. I'll leave it as it is. Macaulay coming for Jones. That is the only thing I do. We'll drop these guys back now a little bit. Right. Corner ball. Let's defend this one then. Oh, we're not seeing the corner ball then. Good. A few minutes to go. This will pull off a famous victory. I just don't get it. How can we lose to... We almost lose to Skelmersdale at the bottom of the table, and yet we play somebody who are fighting for promotion at the top, and we go and do that from behind as well. I think that's the first game we've actually won from coming from behind, unless you count that other game. I guess. I don't know, but that is probably one of the better games I've seen them play. 58% possession, wonderful stuff. I'm ecstatic about that. Excellent performance. Everybody's happy. Can current play Shadow Striker? No, I don't think he can. Not very well. I mean, I was thinking of putting Marshall up from doing that with Kokorin, but Alex Curran. Oh, you mean play Curran as Shadow Striker? I think he can actually. I think he can. Northwich win 5-4 in that game. They're 5 points clear. We've gone into 8th position. My God, 8th position. We are 21 points. I do beg my pardon for that. I do apologise. I think that was a car on the bypass who have got 2 exhausts typically. 21 points behind the leaders. It's not that bad really. The fact that we're winning and at 8th position, and we are 14 points clear now of 4th from bottom. 7 games remaining. 3 wins is all that's required, and we can stay up quite happily. And let's just have a look at Curran. Curran even. You can play Shadow Striker. That might help us a little bit more as well. I think, I don't know if Curran can play that. Not really, no. Marshall. I tried to use Marshall in that sense as well, but I think you can play there. Sort of Shadow Striker. Maybe I ought to start playing him there as well as Shadow Striker, just to give them an alternate game time. Because I'm sure Curran's feeling rather battered, but we do have a week's rest, which I'm going to take as well. And give my I'm going to cough again. I can't believe this. I've had this cough for quite a while, and it's just irritating. Which I do have to pause it, have a little cough. I think it's when my throat just dries up and it's just a tickle in the throat. I think this room's quite, I've said it before, it's quite warm, this room is. Right, that's 6 days away. They're pleased with the 2-1 over Barnoldswick. Yeah, well, you should be. Notable criticism. The defeat against Squires Gate, the defeat against Rylands, and the draw against Heather. You should be just pleased with what we're doing. What are you? Are you very pleased now? Mid-table. It looks like we could be secure in mid-table, but I don't want to really count my chickens just yet. Keith Miller's an offer received for him. We've got a decent side, and Gambling's played really well, and he was quite pivotal in that game as well, I think. Again, wasting time. I mean, you have to carry on as for each day, which is really a pain in the bum. Scout meeting, and don't really want to look. Steve Giggs, just because he's got Giggs in the name. Bravery. Where's them 2 players we had on loan? On a trial. What happened to them? He's not going to get in the side. Not ahead of them 3 there. I mean, jumping reach. Teamwork. I mean, you know, I'll give you a trial. Let's offer you a trial. Let's see what happens. We can have a better look at you at that point. Shamlu, winger. Can you play forward? We don't know. Finishing, rubbish, isn't it? Really. Pace isn't too bad. Agility is good. Determination is excellent. For a winger on support, crossing's a lot to be desired, hasn't it? Really. So we're not going to offer you any. Howard Wilkinson, is he playing now? Is he coming out of retirement? I'm sure he was there on that list. All these regens with these names, it makes me laugh. It is Howard Wilkinson. I think I might just sign him up just for the sheer hell of it. We did have a Paul Scholes as well. In fact, let's see if we can find him actually. We did have a Paul Scholes in that side as well. He's not the coach at Mansfield. It's this one here. He retired at 22. Why did he retire at 22? Can we get him out of retirement? Can you do that here? Can we? No, we can't. Why did he retire? In playing career it spans 6 years. Why did he not? What happened to him? It doesn't say what happened to him. I'm really annoyed at that. He joined at Leighton Athletic because that's where I was, so I brought him along with me. And then Lincoln United, he played there as well. So yeah, everywhere I went, Radford, Leighton and Lincoln. Didn't really have much of an impact though, but it was a good. I mean, he played well for Leighton, and I should have just stayed there. I should have just stayed there. Gig set to go on trial. We'll have a look at him. I didn't notice the other two trialists finished because one of them had a bravery of 20 for a defender, which I was quite impressed with. He's set to go on trial. We don't know yet. That's the whole point of him coming on trial. It's just a ludicrous situation. Right, Whitechurch, Alport are third. So we've beaten second. Now we're going to be playing third. Tough time for us. So we're away from home. So I expect this one to be a lot tougher. But we may have put the nail in the coffin for Barnoldswick. So I don't think they're going to be coming from that one though, I guess. It's me continue. I keep forgetting to continue. This is why you should just go straight along to the next game or till something happens. I mean, why should I have to keep pressing continue? I don't want to keep pressing continue. Or it should stop at the next email and go into the email. It shouldn't just wait for you to go into the email. Either continue, or if it's important, then I want to see it. I don't need to see all of this. We're not here to watch the days go by. We're here to watch somewhat football content. If that's what we call it at tier 9. Right. Whitchurch, Alport. Wonderful. So, this could be our final game tonight. So the next game, the next time we're on, Thursday is when it's scheduled, but we'll take it from today, dependent. Because I'd really like to see how this season finishes as well now, and I want to get on to the next season. So I may there'll be a lot of work involved after the season ends. So we'll have to take it by ear and see what happens, but I want to finish on a high. I mean, maybe we should just finish here on a high, but I do want to play this last game as well, see if we can carry on this magnificent run. So 3 games unbeaten now. We've managed 2 wins and a draw. It should have been 3 wins though, to be fair, but the fact that we managed to escape without a loss in that Skelmersdale game, I'm rather happy with it. Was there any media talk on that game we just had? There we go. Strange decision by Hassel to reject terms from Cirencester Development, holding out for more. Honestly, who cares? Expecting Ryan Hassel to leave. Don't agree with Hassel's decision. Protracted negotiations never go well. Interesting. Anything else? I don't think it's Invicta. There's some more. Worth a punt as much as anybody else. This gigs looks brilliant. Poor decision by the club if true. But he's not looked good enough. Wow. We'll see what his trial comes out as, and if he's any good, then we may hang on to him. See if what he's like in the under 23s or something, if we can play him in that. Right, okay. Hassel rejects. Yeah, well, we already know about that now. Team selection. We are going to keep it as is. Strachan comes in. I'm not happy with the Strachan business. I'm going to keep gambling in there. He played reasonably well. Actually, played really well with that sliding tackle. That was absolutely superb. I can't really grumble at that. Congletown, when we come back, and they did cause us a few problems. Hughes makes sensational return to Stoke. Interesting. Liverpool top of the Premiership at the moment. I'm not sure if we lost to Congleton. I'm sure we did, but look at that. Man United 4th. Yeah, we're loving that life. We're loving it. Right, okay. Straight into the game then, I guess. See the team, have a look at the game, and then we'll end it there, I think. Be nice to go out on a victory. That's exactly what I'm after. But saying that, I'm reasonably happy with what we got in the minute. Fixtures. Everybody's playing. What's this? We're all playing. So we're looking at the bottom of the table. Leek play Lancaster. Expecting, well, probably a draw there, to be fair. None of the other lower teams are actually playing, are they? They're not. Have they already played? I'll have a look at the table in a second, but we've won one game against Whitchurch. Wow. That doesn't bode well for us at all. But who knows with this formation? We might yet make them, we might not come unstuck. Get my words out eventually. But these are the teams that we have to break down if we're going to challenge next season. But 21 points adrift. It is a long way, but we've learnt a lot this season. What's it at the bottom of the table? So they're still yet to play though, so they could be playing in the next day, I guess. But we are 14 points clear. 7 games left, which is 21, which leaves 8 points. 3 wins. It's 3 wins. Let's start with this one then, shall we? 3 wins today. Shadow Striker is the only position we're really changing. Jones, in fact, I'm going to leave Jones in there actually. Kokoran can play up there. Right, okay, let's leave it as it is. We're not really changing anything here. Let's go for it. Let's go for it and let's get ourselves a victory. Did I just press submit? I did press submit. Does anybody else find that out when you keep pressing buttons it doesn't really work? You have to end up pressing them twice, which is rather annoying. Right, okay. Kokorin, how many goals has he got now? He's got 21 and 32. That's not bad. That's quite impressive. He's got 6 assists as well. Jones has scored 6 and 1. Curran 7 and 7. And Meadowcroft 3 and 2. That's not bad at all. Marsden, he scored 20 goals and 29, 5 assists. Flipping heck. And Booth. Wow. Okay, so they're looking great. So it doesn't look like that we'll come away with anything here. I bet we don't. A bit of a morale boost. Always go with the faith. Right, final time tonight then, ladies and gentlemen. We shall line up in front of an empty stadium. Do pardon me. As they kick off, we hold the ball. Miller, man, flipping heck. Good tackle. We're gambling. That's why we brought you in. Not the best of balls either, though, as it sprayed out to the far side of the pitch. Flipping egg. I mean, 30 seconds in. We've just conceded after 29 seconds, I think that was. I mean, how on earth can that actually happen? We should have got the ball away a lot earlier. And nobody saw Booth coming through. I mean, that's why they're scoring goals left, right and centre, isn't it? And that's why we really got 1 win against them in 7. Let's not fold altogether then. Let's clear it. Good tackle. Where are you knocking it up to? It's a good block as well. Well done, Lonsdale. And then loses the ball. What are you playing at? Played right across the goal. Played it back. Did he save that? I think he missed it, didn't he? Whitchurch or Whitchurch are just behind Northwich. So they're looking for a... well, they obviously want the win. But if we can come back, let's show them what we can do. We can do that, my friend. Kokorin, our main goal scorer. As a pressing forward, actually. I'd rather have an advanced forward, but he kind of works. Back post. Nobody picked him up, really. Obviously not expecting us to be a threat of any sort whatsoever, but the fact that we have actually come back into the game is marvellous. But let's... well, Powell came and picked it up quite neatly. Well done. As you punt it up. Curran's on the ball. Shadow striker roll. Let's see if you can do it any better. Penalty, ref. It's a hard tackle. And it's a penalty. Okay, Curran's going to take it. I think he's our main penalty taker. Go on, son. Get that out the net. 2-1 up. We're 2-1 up. Do we carry on now? I mean, I don't really want to switch this off now with the form we're in. But it's working. Wonderful, wonderful stuff. A wonderful goal as well. Alex Curran. Well done, son. Was that your 8th of the season? You're on a 6.8. You've scored a goal on a 6.8. Normally you go up to about 7, don't you? We get the ball back though, Jones. Referee's been taken out again. Johnson, send him off. He's got to go for that. He's in trouble. Red card. Gone on your bike. It's red. He's gone. Half an hour gone. They're down to 10 men and we're into 7th position. Would you believe? That would help us immensely as well. Just out of interest, what are the teams below us like? Because we were keeping an eye on somebody. Main Road are winning 4-0. Let's bring that up a little bit bigger. Corner ball, cross comes in, back post, and wow, I think they're getting their own way there. Or was it? No, goalkeeper saved it. Well done, pal. A minute to hold off to half time. We do get it away though. We don't race down towards it though. Evans picks it up, and oh, Curran's just gone and leathered him. Okay, no, nothing happens from that. That's fine. He didn't even get booked for it. Is that because he scored a goal? We'll take it. Ooh, let's all breathe and relax. Right, okay. Congleton 0-0 with Squires Gate. They're below us. Lancaster Leek. I did say Lancaster. Well, I said a draw, didn't I? Leek went ahead in that game. But it is Lancaster that are winning. Excellent effort, guys. Shall we get more creative? Shall we put another knife into the backs? Or a spanner in the works? Is what I really wanted to say. Knife. Why would you put a knife in the back? It's just ridiculous. As we don't get the ball. The ball's played out to Harper. Harper's got a little bit of space. No, he doesn't, because he just gets the ball clattered away from him. And considering they are chasing promotion, they haven't got... Oh, what a stop. Our defenders are playing really well all of a sudden. Until this moment in time. Oh! Don't forget, we are playing against 10 men. We're playing against 10 men, people. I want to shout at them. How can they come back with 10 men? Really, guys? Come on. Straight after half-time, they're really getting in the clappers there, didn't they? Goalkeeper, no chance. And show some passion out there. Right, let's get back into the front, please. Miller. Cross comes in, back post. He's missed a sitter. How did he do that? Do I need to pause it? I think I do, because we're not getting anything from Meadowcroft at all. We're going to bring in Marshall. And he can go on attack. Jones, not really feeling it. Going to bring Macaulay in here. And he can go on attack as well. We're playing against 10 men, people. Come on. Get creative out there. 30 minutes to go, or 20 minutes to go now. A draw isn't so bad, but if we can beat Whitchurch here, that would be amazing, considering we just beat Barnoldswick. Some of these names are a little bit of a mouthful. Corcorum's not really done anything that I really want to change, but you know what, I'm leaving it as it is. Straight into full time there. Apart from that one goal, we didn't really do anything since they got the man sent off. So an hour with 10 men, and we couldn't do anything at all. We conceded a silly goal, but Booth gets another goal to his name as away from home. You beat 5th 3-1 in the end. Well done. Well played. I think if you can do that to the teams that just that are in range, I think you're going to win the league very, very easily. But I'm happy with the draw, because we just played second on the table. We beat Barnoldswick 2-1. We drove Whitchurch. What games have we got coming up next? I mean, we're on a little bit of a run now. 4 games, a win, draw, win, draw. We expect to win next. 2 home games on the bounce. I'm excited for these games. I really am. We draw against 10 men. I thought that was 53 shots. 14 shots to their 8. Disappointing that we didn't win against 10 men. But, like they say, a point is a point. Okay, I am going to leave it there now, I think. We'll come back when I'm finished the season off in the next one. As it stands, it will be Thursday. It could be earlier, but I will let you know if you follow me on Twitter as well. By the same name, IlsonCatGaming. And Coops, thank you very much for joining me. And thank you very much for sharing your game as well and your tactic. and thank you very much for going through the instructions as well. That's much appreciated, and I think that has been the difference as well. But yeah, your advice has helped immensely, and I'm just glad to see that this formation works as well, because it did work with somebody else as well. But I just don't know. It's probably going to be working for me now. I'm hoping, but we'll come back. Hopefully we'll go on and well, we've got 6 games remaining. We are 14 points. A win and a draw. 2 wins is all that's required from the last 6 games. You know what? I don't think we need that, do we? 6 games remaining, 18 points, so 14 points behind. A win and a draw is all that's needed. And we will stay up, which I'm relatively happy with. I think we're going to be mid-table anyway. Our club vision looks very, apart from that, it's very pleasing indeed. We're well on the budget considerably. But yeah, we are. We'll leave it at this point in time. There we go. There's a table. I'm quite loving it there as well. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks very much for joining me, Coops. Very much appreciated all your help. Thank you. And I hope you go on to have an unbeaten season. I hope you do. You'll have to let me know on Thursday or whenever I'm next back on to come and join me and let me know how you got on. I'm intrigued. I want to see your see if you can go a full season unbeaten. I think you should be able to. But until next time then, guys, thanks very much for watching, and see you next time. See you later.